Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, back again in full effect. We got another hot topic for y'all. Ghislaine Maxwell been replaced, and we're gonna get into it and let y'all know why she's been replaced. We're gonna get into it. So
They playing in our faces.
playing in our faces, bro. Now we did the research on this and looked around and did a lot of comparison, a lot of stuff people put out around the internet as well. Did some research, did some comparison, and I don't know, man. I think they playing in our faces with this. So we're gonna get into it. Gotta get into it. Please make sure y'all double tap the screen and like this video, share this video, let people know we live. Let me go ahead and put this music on background. All right.
All right, now.
Let us know if we good on the audio, y'all. Let us know if we good.
We good. We good. How we sounding?
Everything good?
Cause they out here playing in our faces. They got to get exposed.
Right. We gonna
They
get
have
into
to get
this.
exposed.
Fact. Yeah. All right. So we have this article from who is it? Hindu Times?
No, India
Oh,
time.
India Times. All right. So this is India Times article. They put out Ghislaine Maxwell not in jail with a question mark.
Body
Yep.
doubles. Body doubles. Yep.
Right. And y'all know we went over the whole body double thing where important leaders of the world uses doppelgangers and decoys and stuff like that because of assassination attempts, to prevent assassination attempts, to basically throw the enemy off. They love using body doubles. So this is actually a video they put together, which we're gonna get into. So body double claims explode. Let's get into it. All right, let me blow this up for y'all. Let's get into it. Let me know if we good on sound.
Here.
So that's supposed to be our gel right there.
Fresh conspiracy theories are exploding online, this time surrounding Ghislaine Maxwell. After newly released deposition footage surfaced, social media users began questioning whether the woman shown in the video is actually Maxwell at all. Some are now asking, is Ghislaine Maxwell really in prison? The video, released by House Oversight Chairman James Comer, shows Maxwell appearing virtually before the committee on February 9. In the footage, she invokes the Fifth Amendment repeatedly, refusing to answer questions about her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and declining to respond to allegations involving the trafficking of young women. But instead of focusing on what she said or didn't say, some online commentators are focused on how she looks. A post on X from commentator Mario Naufal amplified speculation, claiming, quote, Ghislaine isn't even the one sitting in that cell. The post suggested that the woman in the deposition video looks nothing like earlier images of Maxwell, pointing to perceived differences in facial features. Another user wrote, quote, she's either chubbed up on carb-heavy prison food, or that's a different person. The theories didn't stop there.
Bone structure is different.
Bone structure don't change though.
An account known as The White Lady went further, calling the deposition video, quote, one of those staged events that is not true. Another post even jokingly speculated about the real identity of the person in the video. The comparisons quickly spread, side-by-side images, zoomed-in screenshots, and dramatic captions, fueling a new wave of suspicion. However, and this is important, these claims remain purely social media speculation. Official court records, prison documentation, and multiple verified reports confirm that Maxwell has been incarcerated since she was sentenced in 2022. There is no credible evidence supporting the viral theory that she has been replaced or that the deposition was staged. Still, in the shadow of the Epstein scandal, where distrust runs deep and unanswered questions linger, conspiracy theories continue to thrive. For some online, the resurfacing of deposition footage wasn't just another procedural update, it became fuel. And in the age of viral speculation, a single frame of video can spark an entirely new narrative, even when the official record says otherwise. The question now isn't whether Maxwell is in prison, it's why so many people are ready to believe she isn't.
Because that's what they do.
They're definitely not the same lady, man.
That's not the same lady.
Nah, it's clearly not the same lady. Clearly.
Fact, bro. That's not the same
Crazy. That's crazy, man. They think we're that dumb.
All right. Not even the same bone structure, same nose, lips, or nothing. That's definitely not the same.
Not the same chin, not the same nose, not the same ears, not the same lips, not the same facial structure. Completely different woman. That's insanity right there. That's how dumb. That's how they look at us. That idiotic that we don't think that they switched that lady out.
Yeah, they- Yeah, they said it's Mike Myers. Yeah, baby, yeah. Said it, baby, Mike Myers. And stop, they playing in our feet. They ain't no damn Ghislaine. Let me go back, because I wanted to go back to this, because all they doing is playing fucking drums. But I wanted to go back to this. Yeah, that's not Ghislaine, bro. The whole
Another
structure.
video showing that the comparison side by side again.
Yeah, let me flip. Yeah, let me switch.
But this
Yeah,
is how they think of us. They think we're this slow that they can literally switch a whole woman out in front of all of our faces. The whole world is seeing this, and they think that we won't notice.
Facts. And
anyone with two eyes can see this.
And a clear thing that gave it away was that she pleaded the fifth on everything that they asked her. That's because she didn't know shit, because that ain't Ghislaine. That ain't Ghislaine. That's a different person. So, of course, that person would go in there and say, I'm going to plead the fifth on everything, because that double person don't know shit.
Someone said, oh my gosh, how dumb can people be? It's called aging, number one.
Nah, the bone structure is different.
A psychologist confirmed that it's still the same woman. A psychologist? That don't even... First of all, the bone structure is way different. Like, your age and your bone structure don't widen and get the
unless she got surgery. Yeah, unless she got some chisel work done and surgery, then. But where's she gonna do that? In jail? She gonna get surgery done in jail?
And plus your bone structure don't get more robust as you get older.
No.
The other lady, Yeah, and your jaw structure don't expand like that. Her jaw structure is completely expanded. The nose is completely different. The lips are completely different, and the eyes. The whole facial structure. And she was a lean woman. She was a lean woman before. You could really see her bone structure, and you could see the difference in the bone structure of that woman they present to us now, and the one from I guess what early 2000s, in 90s.
Right.
Completely different woman, completely different bone structure.
Yeah, this look. Yeah, that's not the same woman, y'all.
It's not the same woman.
That's not Ghislaine. That's not the same person.
My habeas petition is pending in the Southern District of New York.
I was sure he was going to appeal.
Look, don't even sound
And I was sure that he was covered under the non-prosecution.
Yeah, I'd like to answer your question, but on the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer this question and any related questions.
What up, Medusa?
My habeas petition is pending in the Southern District of New York.
I was sure he was going to appeal. And I was sure that he was covered under the non-prosecution.
I'd like to answer your question.
Not even the same
but on the
voice.
advice of counsel,
Not the same
I
voice.
respectfully decline to answer this question and any related questions.
I'm gonna keep playing.
My habeas petition is pending in the Southern District of New York.
I was sure he was going to appeal. And I was sure that he was covered under the...
Yo, stop playing in our faces, bro.
Go to the other short video. The other one showing a comparison of them two. Yeah,
right.
It's a completely different woman. Even if she did age, your bone structure won't change that drastically. Your nose shape won't change that drastically unless you got surgery.
All right, hold on. Is it this one right here? Hold on. The same one, the previous one we played, right? Talking about this one? From the article? There's another one?
Another. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I don't think I got that. Hold on. Well, I got that one.
Yeah, there's some wild stuff out here. How they trying to convince us that that's the same woman? That's crazy.
Send it again if you can. Hold on, I think this is it. I think this is right here. Hold on, I got it. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is oh no, this is the one yeah, look at this one right here.
Yeah, that's the one.
We don't need the music. But look at that.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. They
That's
gotta
not
stop
even
in her face. It's not the same at all, bro.
That's not the same woman, man.
It's not the same woman, bro.
Sorry, y'all. That's not the same Ghislaine. Ghislaine. I call her Ghislaine. It don't sound like her. It don't look like her.
Hell nah. So people say now there was a guard that came out and said they snuck Epstein out the bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that. Let me play that. I got that. Let me play that. Hold on, y'all. We trying to get it together. We're getting together. We're getting it together. No matter the weather, we're getting it together. All right. So I got that right here. I think this is it right here. Yeah. All right. So this is from an article actually. The Sun. Now this is the Sun article. Well, he's doing the reaction to it, but this is actually a credible news source, the Sun, right? So let's get into it. My bad. That's Epstein. My bad. We're gonna get into Epstein too. That's why I got Epstein pulled up. All right. Hold on. Is another video you sent?
Nah, it's just a picture side by side picture.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
That clearly shows it's two different women.
Yeah.
Hey, this is insane, y'all.
Okay. All right.
This is crazy.
All right, y'all. Y'all be patient with us.
The type of corruption that we see in
All right, so
on
here we
Earth
go.
right now.
Yeah, now these is the actual pictures. That's from the deposition on the left, and that's Ghislaine. And these are actual real. It's not AI doctored up or
It's not
nothing.
AI. Nope.
So y'all tell us, is that the same woman?
Look at that shit, man.
Y'all let us know if that's the
That
same
is
woman.
clearly a different woman. That's clearly a different woman. And any of y'all who've been following along, y'all know this ain't no AI shit. Cause this is the actual shit from the actual that they released in the
Right.
actual public.
Somebody said American flag said it could be a mold or her face. Yeah, right. They could have molded her face and put it on somebody else. Facts. You could tell because the voice box ain't even the same. Like Ghislaine has more of a deeper voice tone to her speech. The person in the deposition has more of a higher pitch. So you could tell the difference. I think because Ghislaine, her dad was MI6. I don't think she was going to serve any time anyway.
Facts.
I don't think she's in jail because first of all, she's MI6. If her dad is MI6, she's MI6. So she's not going to face 1 day in prison.
Maybe they both actually did, because if they work for intelligence, because look, if they work for intelligence agency, that means that they got burned, which is something they call a burn notice.
Yeah, burn notice, right?
Because agents, they wouldn't even put agent. They wouldn't even put them on a mainstream.
Explain what a burn notice is to the people that
a burn notice is when the intelligence agency get rid of their employees, and they can't just let them go like a regular employee. They know too much information. Right. So once you get a burn notice, first thing they do is discredit you in the media, and basically it bring false stuff against you. And if you and it depends on how deep you are into the into the disguises you were in. They won't even say that you were an agent before. They just say you were just doing criminal activities and you was connected to this. And not even to disclose to the public that you were an agent. Right. So some of these criminals and gangsters out here that they put out there, or some of these people committing this mass genocide that they do put on the news, a lot of them work for the intelligence agencies. They just got a burn notice because they can't just let you go like a regular employee, y'all. So giving someone a burn notice, they either kill you or discredit you or do both. They usually do both. They discredit you first and then they kill you. And the thing is, they do all types of tricks. Like they use body doubles and all types of stuff all the time. So this
body doubles, decoys, right? Masks. They even use human masks and shit like that. Right. So,
and it already came out that Epstein worked for Mossad.
Right.
So he worked for slightly Mossad and the CIA. He was like a double agent.
MI6.
He was like a double. He was like a double triple agent.
Because they was over there in Europe too, so most likely he got a pass by MI6 because.
So basically, he worked for a global intelligence agency.
Yeah, global intelligence. Facts. Like
basically, like a cabal. Like he's part of, like he was the intelligence officer for the cabal and shit.
Yeah, because he was recruited by Rockefeller.
Right.
And he worked with the Rothschilds directly. So they are part of the cabal. So that's giving him universal, clearance to go anywhere he wanted. He's basically diplomatic to go and then move in and out of any country he wanted to.
And who's Ghislaine's father?
Robert Maxwell, he's an MI6. He was MI6.
See that he's MI6. You see how they work?
Right.
And you gotta think about it. MI6 is there to basically the intelligence agency for the Queen. Well, when the Queen was the Queen, like that was her thing was MI6.
Right. And they based the whole James Bond thing around that. So y'all realize the whole James Bond, series, theme, movies or whatever was based around MI6. You know what I'm saying?
And look how Prince Andrew is so attached to Epstein. And MI6 is basically connected to the royal family.
Right. Yeah, what y'all think about Prince Andrew getting arrested? We did a whole covered the whole thing yesterday. That our live stream actually got 1 million views on it just by keeping the covering the whole Prince Andrew getting arrested. What y'all think about that? Because
the connections are there. MI6.
right.
You know what I mean, he worked with Israel close. He always was doing events for Israel and a Democratic convention because they all close to Israel. So that shows he was close. He was Mossad, and he worked with a lot of politicians from America, like Bill Clinton and all them. CIA. Yeah. Like this dude was like he's like a agent. He's like a intelligence agent, like a global, like not just one agency. So he was working with all these different agencies.
Right.
If y'all think that they let that man get locked up in jail, if y'all think that was even Epstein that they had in prison, I don't even think that man ever even made it into prison.
Right, we're gonna get into Epstein too. So let's get into this. This is the video I previously pulled up. So this is someone, a staff that actually seen Epstein getting snuck out. But let's go ahead and get into it. This was reported by the Sun. So that's mainstream media publication. So let's get into it. Let me know if y'all can hear it too.
I ain't no sound. You gotta re-upload.
Sound?
All right. Reshare that, John.
All right.
They definitely definitely tied to all the intelligence agencies.
Right.
So that goes to show you right there what type of
global network,
what type of people we dealing with. Yup, a global network.
It's a global network. I mean, if you got people that's getting incarcerated or getting arrested in other countries based off of Epstein. Because Epstein was from America, but you got Prince Andrew getting arrested. You got assaulting in Dubai that had to step down from his CEO position because he was tied to Epstein. You got Les. Yeah, we're gonna stream the Les Wexner deposition after this. So after we go live, after we finish this live stream, make sure y'all subscribe and turn on all notifications because we're gonna stream the Les Wexner deposition. Him testifying about his association with Jeffrey Epstein. So we're going to get into that too. So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Click on all notifications. All right, so here we go with this is Epstein.
Guys confirmed that they used a fake body when they pulled Jeffrey from the jail cell to the hospital. The jail guards at the prison used a fake body to dupe reporters after his death because of the massive media presence. They had a plan with the FBI to mislead the journalists outside the jail, and they arranged guards, boxes, and sheets to resemble a human body and loaded a decoy into a white van. This white van then took off, and the reporters followed it to the hospital. Meanwhile, Jeffrey, his corpse, was placed in a separate black vehicle that left unnoticed and left privately, and no one knows where it went. Also, there was a handwritten note in the cell after he's lost his life, but it was too difficult to read and it was just thrown away. The guards missed checks at 3 and 5 a.m. and the cameras went out. But now about the cameras, we see that the FBI reports that a flash of Oren goes up to the L tier stairs where he was staying. A former NYPD says based on the limited video, it's more likely it was a person in the orange uniform and not bed sheets. Also confirming that the camera feed was edited numerous times with a video missing and the time code was changed at midnight. The FBI has confirmed that they used
so that there, that gives you, clear, that it's possible they switched him out when they pulled up and did that. They switched him out because they were saying they try to say they're trying to divert the media from being on to Epstein. So they put him in this whole separate van and they made the media follow the other van, the decoy van. Meanwhile, they snuck Epstein's body off in another van. So how we know that wasn't Epstein being snuck off and he played like he was dead and they snuck him off?
Facts. Just like the show The Blacklist.
Right.
See this John, they love bragging about what they do. Cause they actually be doing the stuff that they put in their movies and in their TV shows. They actually be doing that. That's how they act. And if you want to know, when I was talking about the Burn Notice, there's actually a show called Burn Notice. It's actually a pretty good show, and it shows you what happens to an intelligence agent when they get a burn notice.
Right.
The whole show is about that. It's a pretty good show actually, and it's pretty accurate because they actually got real CIA people to help them with the show. So a lot of it is very accurate, but the Blacklist, that's another show you should watch to see how these Epstein characters and these Ghislaine Maxwell characters, how they operate. Because that whole show is about individuals exactly like this.
Right. Damn. So, wow. All right, let me go to this next one real quick. This one right here is about the guard. Now let me know if y'all can hear this. All right.
For those wondering, this is the name of the prison guard who posted on 4chan the morning that Epstein died, allegedly. He claims he saw someone at like 4 a.m. come in and wheel Epstein. They brought a van and they wheeled Epstein out of his cell and replaced him with someone else. He claims that there's absolutely no way, they don't ever do transfers on weekends unless it is explicitly ordered by a judge. And as far as he knows, no judge ordered it. As far as he knows, no nurse in triage spoke to him. So he wasn't going to a hospital. And yeah, he's the guy who posted on 4chan. And in the released Epstein files, they specifically reference him. They reference his post. They say they need to sort that shit out. They need to investigate it, and they need to shut that shit down. So let it not be. No mainstream media is talking about it. As you can see, I've tried searching. I can't even find a fucking picture of him. But the bottom line here is this is the name of the officer, the prison guard who made the post on the morning Epstein got killed. The post disappeared. Obviously, people screenshotted it. And now after this has been released, now the post has resurfaced and people are talking about it. So this guy claims on the morning Epstein died, he went to 4chan and posted, he said he saw a wheelchair and a van and a guy in a military uniform come and wheelchair Epstein out of the jail, and he was replaced with someone else. A few hours later, that person hanged himself. For those wondering, this is the name of the prison guard who posted on.
So that's two different accounts of people saying they seen Epstein being taken out. One person said he was, they used him. Well, they actually admitted that they switched him out, his body out, and made the media follow a decoy van. Meanwhile, they, drove the opposite way.
But they had exact episodes like that on the blacklist with exact characters like Epstein. Like it's right. Literally, it's like they just do it on television and then they do it in real life, right. And then back and forth. It's like they brag about what they're doing. Like that woman is clearly wasn't Ghislaine. Whoever they put in front of us. I don't know who the hell that lady was. Actually, the lady that they put in front of she looked like she's like Spanish or some shit.
Right, yeah, right.
Spain, like from Spain or some shit. Like she only that you could tell that's a completely different woman. And this Epstein character, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think he spent the day in jail. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he ever made it to jail. The real Epstein never made it to jail.
So what was the whole?
I think it was a body double from the beginning, bro. There was a body double from the beginning. From the beginning.
All right, so let's go to
And they able to do that. Surgeries, like you said, mask. In this instance, they would probably use the surgeries.
All right.
But when they just doing something quick and they need to steal some identity real quick, they use the real lifelike mask. And they had a mask. Some nigga be walking around with a mask looking like Jeffrey Epstein. And you can't even tell the difference between a mask and the real human face because now it's so real now. It's so realistic, these masks that they created, that you can't even tell the difference. They've been playing us. They've been playing us nonstop. Nonstop, we've been getting played.
Right. Now, you sent me this video of David Steele, former CIA agent, speaking on Epstein. Now, mind you, David Steele passed away a while ago, I think, supposed cancer. But before he passed,
Robert Steele.
Yeah, Robert Steele. I mean, what I say?
Said David Steele.
David Steele. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, let me know if y'all can hear it.
Nah, you gotta reshare that jump.
I reshare it? Okay. All right, y'all, let me reshare this real quick. All right, let me share it. Refresh the page. All right.
There is absolutely no question in my mind but that Jeffrey Epstein is alive and well, and either in deep witness protection in the United States, in a mink-lined suite someplace, or in Israel, living happily ever after. There is no way he was killed. There is no way all of those anomalies could be truthful. Also, Jeffrey Epstein is priceless to the President of the United States of America. And it is absolutely known that he was at risk in those circumstances. And for him to be put in a cell with another man who had previous issues is, in my mind, part of creating a cover story toward his being killed, allegedly. I will say it is 100% certain that every intelligence agency in the world, without exception, is using pedophilia and pedophilia entrapment for blackmail purposes. There is absolutely no question in my mind but that Jeffrey Epstein.
So former CIA Robert Still feels like that Epstein is not, that they didn't kill Epstein, right? And now they were saying, I'm trying to find this video that I had of them explaining basically that there was still money going in and out of Epstein's bank account.
And mind you, Robert Still was a CIA case manager, which means he managed cases. Like, he managed the people that went into the fields. So this guy was deep into the intelligence agency. So, and he knows exactly how they operate and what they do. So this guy was very credible. Very credible.
Right.
And if he tell you that they most likely did not kill Epstein, I believe what this man is saying. They did not kill that man, if he ever even made it into the cell.
Right.
Which means they still got him out there operating. And they already said money is still going through Epstein's account.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, I was trying to get to that. Jeffrey Epstein account named Bow asked someone to JP Morgan wire him over $11,000. All right, so that was one that was recent. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the one where let's see. But they said his bank accounts is still active. Shit.
Somebody said, why is this coming out now? I got a theory on it. Now, don't take this as, I honestly believe it came from the royal family. I honestly think it's King Charles going after his brother. His younger brother.
Yeah, because he knows the mom was protecting him.
Yeah, the mom. It came out that Queen Elizabeth knew about the Epstein stuff with Prince Andrew, and she covered it up. But you gotta understand, it's always rival among when it comes to royalty and that throne. There's always rivals between the siblings and the people who's heir to the throne. Because Prince Andrew was technically still heir to the throne. Because if something happened to Charles, I think either him or I guess I don't know what place he's in, but it's still it was still a possibility that Prince Andrew could have been on the throne.
Yeah,
he'd still be on the throne.
Yeah,
but if he's guilty of this Epstein stuff, he'd get kicked out. He wouldn't be able to be.
Yeah, plus
now they say he's qualified to still even
between being stripped, even with his title being stripped.
Yep, even with his title being stripped, he's still heir to the throne. Yep, unless he gets convicted with this Epstein shit, then he won't be heir anymore. And you gotta think. I think it stemmed from that because you gotta think about it's a lot of powerful people on that list.
Yeah,
and he's one of them. He's like at the top. You would say he's at the top. I mean, that's somebody from the royal family, y'all. And he get exposed, but the other people aren't. Other people's names aren't being. I think his name got leaked intentionally.
Right.
And then a woman did a whole book about him.
Wow. Yeah, that's what threw it over the top too. When the woman did the book. Right, that's what threw it over the top. They really, like, after she did that book, they was really on Epstein. Yeah, I was trying to find this, but
see, it's always rivalry with that throne. See, it wasn't no right. Queen Elizabeth didn't have no rivalry. She was just absolute. But she got a lot of kids and grandkids, and a lot of rivalries come up with that. Because, you know, everybody want to be the top G.
Yeah, right.
Everybody want to be top G.
Right. Damn, so Bank of America is facing lawsuits accused of having ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
See?
Bank of America. Damn. So this it says let me see the article.
Yeah, I tell you what, Epstein was really active. Epstein was really active during the time in 2008 during that when all the banks and shit was getting bailed out.
Yeah.
During that economic things, he was behind a lot of that shit. You know, the too big to fail, the Goldman Sachs and all of them was getting these big ass bailout, almost hundreds of billions of dollars in bailouts the banks was getting. And they gave us a stimulus check for like $200 and shit. Everybody got a stimulus check for like $200, but the banks was getting bailed out with hundreds of billions of dollars. So they was flowing with money. So that's how Epstein was able to become extremely wealthy during those bailouts. That's when he was able to accelerate his operations.
All right.
They was getting like, it was almost like infinite money.
All right.
All the big banks was bailed out.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
recession in 2008. I know y'all remember that. That's when Bush was just leaving office and Obama was just getting in office.
Right. Damn, I can't find this video.
And that's when they bailed out all, you know, the big ass banks. J.P. Morgan, Merrill Lynch,
Bank of America,
Goldman Sachs,
Chase.
Bank of America. Yeah, they bailed all them big ass banks out with billions and billions. And they were celebrating.
They were celebrating, bro.
They were
and they try to
offices.
get right.
Some
right.
of them helipads on top of their buildings and shit.
Yep.
They had a helicopter. Like, they really upgraded.
And then they could try to give American citizens some funky ass $2,500.
Nah, it wasn't even $2,500,
Wasn't even that?
bro. It wasn't even
$2,500.
It wasn't even $2,500, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Epstein was really active during that time. And you know what else happened during 2008 to 2009? The creation of Bitcoin.
Right. Okay, y'all. I found the video.
That's how he was able to finance to help finance the people who was struggling to get Bitcoin out there.
Right.
He was able to fund that because he got a big ass piece of that bailout money because he was working with all the banks as a financier. See, it's all connected. It's all connected.
It's all connected. Are you connected? All right, here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it, or do I need to share it again?
Do you know
no, it's clear.
Epstein's FedEx account was still active in 2024? And in June of that year, it ordered something from Gulfstream Aerospace to Plan D LLC in Georgia. Coincidentally, Plan D LLC is a shell company of Jeffrey Epstein's that was primarily used to operate one of Epstein's private jets, specifically his Gulfstream G550. We know from the files that this plane was being stored at a hangar in Cobb County in Georgia, only 3.6 miles and an 11-minute drive to this address. Whatever was ordered cost $22.67 and weighed 0.9 pounds, which fits the cost and weight description of an LED light bulb that's used for a Gulfstream G550 wing. Now, this airport in Cobb County is for private jets only, no commercial flights. And on a full tank of gas, a Gulfstream G550 could go basically anywhere in the world, even directly from Georgia. So, do you still think he's dead? As always, I want to hear down below. Well,
bro, like it's some certain accounts of his are still active as of 2024.
That's him using his own accounts. Him and Ghislaine. They both still out there.
They're moving around. Yeah, they moving around. Oh, y'all got to get them likes up. Please double tap the screen, like this video. We have 59 likes, 341 people in here. Definitely double tap the screen, like this video, man. We appreciate it. If anything, the likes are free, so we please appreciate if you double tap the screen, subscribe to this channel. But yeah, so they said his I think his Xbox account was still active and all that shit. So
and they said he was worth 400 million. What the fuck you think he did to be worth 400 million? You know what he did? He blackmailed his way up to the top. You know, that's number one. Number two, you know who he was working for. It wasn't even really his money anyway. He was just moving it around for other people. And yeah, I mean, he basically told us who he was moving the money around for. He said out his own mouth that he worked with the Rockefellers, and that should tell you enough right there. If you know
Rothschilds.
if you know who the Rockefellers and Rothschilds are.
Pull some of that up.
Him worth 400 million.
Hold on, y'all.
You know what you know the type of operations that he was doing for them. Majority blackmail operations, but the human trafficking and all that, and then the FBI gonna come out and say there's no evidence that he was trafficking. That's crazy. That's crazy. That goes to show you right there, man.
Here's Epstein basically saying he was working with the Trilateral Commission by the Rockefellers.
Look at that.
Recruited by the Rockefellers. Let me play this, John. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. So hold on, let me share it.
Trilateral Commission. You gotta reshare that, John. There's no volume.
A world.
Oh no, there it go. No, you good.
There would be a combination of both politics and business and leadership. What do I mean? He formed something called the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is some spooky stuff. People said it was something, the Illuminati, there's some mystery about it, people that ran the world. It was politicians, but David said most countries, the politicians get elected for 4 years or 8 years, separate from the royal families in England or in the Middle East. Someone's there for 4 years and then they're not there anymore. The most important people to have stability and consistency would be businessmen. So he formed this Trilateral Commission of businessmen and politicians from 3 major continents. So it was the North Americans, the Europeans, and the Asians. So he said to me, would you like to be on the Trilateral Commission? He thought that there was a world that existed.
So there you go. He said David Rockefeller asked him directly, do you want to be a part of the Trilateral Commission? You know, because Epstein is supposed to be like some mathematician guy. You know what I mean? Like some guy that was just good with math and probably a lot more other things. You know what I mean? But he was recruited by the Rockefellers themselves. And then he was introduced to the Rothschilds and all them.
And when you do enough research, you find out the Rockefellers are the Rothschilds.
All right.
Just extended.
Yep.
As well as J.P. Morgan. Like, you'll find out that they all really connected anyway. And they're just running one big global network. I mean, and then they had Epstein helping them move the money and the bodies around and collecting the intel to bribe people. That's what I'm saying. It had to be someone powerful to expose. Because you got to ask yourself, someone as powerful as Epstein that worked for those powerful people, who's powerful enough to expose him in the first place and get his name on the news? It had to be someone more powerful than all of them. It had to be somebody from the royal family. And, you know, Charles don't like the younger brother. He don't like Andrew. So a way to get rid of him was a way he knew, oh, he got a relationship with Epstein. I can expose this.
Yep.
I can expose this, and that'd take my brother down so he'd never be heir to the throne.
Right.
And Mummy mom is not here to protect them anymore.
When mom died, your ass is mine.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna kick you out on your ass when mom died. Mom.
People, y'all gotta understand, Israel is just puppets for the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers.
Yeah, matter of fact, since you said that, let me pull this up.
People
That's
keep
crazy
saying
that
Israel.
let me pull this up.
Israel is Israel
While
is
we
not
on
the
that.
real power.
While we on that, I'm gonna pull this up while we on that. That's mighty funny that you mentioned that, and I was on this video at the same time. So I might as well go ahead and pull it up. That's crazy.
The state of Israel was literally put together by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers collectively.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it. The Rothschild family purchased Jerusalem and created Israel. Let's get into it. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
November the 2nd, 1917. Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
His Majesty's government view with favour the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation. Yours, Arthur Balfour.
November the 2nd, 1917.
That was Rothschild reading that. It's 1917, letter from December 2nd, 1917. Basically creating a Zionist, group out of that region. Israel was initially Palestine. It was initially Palestine.
Right.
So when they purchased
the state of Israel technically was didn't start until 1948.
1948.
So and before 1948, that was all Palestine.
All Palestine, bro.
That's what we trying to get through to y'all. And the Rothschilds were the ones that created the whole state of Israel. And
right. That was Rothschild right there. That was just telling you that.
Rockefellers, right.
That was straight out of Rothschild mouth saying it.
Right that they created the Zionist state. Yeah, that was Jacob. That was Jacob Rothschild.
Yeah, that's Jacob, the cousin. The cousin. Let me play it back for y'all.
Yeah, he literally said it out of his own mouth, so it's not a conspiracy theory. These guys don't, because they can say whatever they want because they own the media, they own the banks, they own the money, they own everything. They own all the corporations.
All right, here you go. This is Jacob Rothschild, the cousin.
November the 2nd, 1917. Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
His Majesty's government view with favour the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation. Yours, Arthur Balfour.
Balfour. Said the Zionist Federation. Now y'all know who
Epstein worked for.
Right. Now y'all know what Epstein worked for, and now y'all know who owns Israel. It's the Rothschilds.
And y'all want to think, oh, well, who owns the Rothschilds?
Vatican.
The black nobility. It ain't even the Vatican. It's the ones who's behind the Vatican.
Right.
It's the families that's behind the Vatican. They the ones that own the Rothschilds.
Follow the money.
You got to follow the money. The black nobility. That's the old families who've been running the Vatican and basically running the world. This whole Roman Babylonian system is from them, from those families. The Orsini families, the Medici family, the Borgia family. Like all those old families been running this shit since the early Renaissance, since the Renaissance from the 1700s, when Leonardo da Vinci and all the motherfuckers was walking around, and Sir Francis Bacon and
Sir Francis Bacon, right?
Yeah, all them motherfuckers was running around.
Right.
These same families, Michelangelo, these families are still in control. These Rothschilds and Rockefellers and all, that's just their representatives.
Yeah, American flag,
the true power structure on the planet is coming from Rome.
Right.
Now.
Vatican. That reigns true because we still under the Roman calendar.
Right.
So that tells you right there.
This is still a Roman Empire. Facts.
Right.
Well, the global system is a Babylonian system, but the West, when you talk about the West and industrialized countries and all that, that's the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Because the Roman Empire is still under the Babylonian system. That's what y'all have to understand.
America, the Western, Europe.
They own all the banking system. They own all the religions. You know what I'm saying? They own all the corporations, and they control the military. And when I say the military, the global military.
In the United Nations, the Rothschilds owns the deeds to the United Nations, the grounds that the United Nations is on.
Right.
The Rothschilds. I mean, the Rockefellers.
Yeah, the Rockefellers, and the Rockefellers are the cousins of the Rothschilds.
So all you gotta do is follow the money, and that'll lead you to who's connected with who. Who launched what organization? What shell companies are linked to bigger companies?
Well, all the corporations are linked through BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard.
Vanguard, yep.
The Rockefellers and the Rothschilds own BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street. That's exclusively Rockefellers. Black Rockefeller, you might as well call it.
Right.
BlackRock. Yeah, Black Rockefeller. You might as well just call it that. Because they're the money guys for the ones who's running the Vatican. These Zionist Jews and these central bankers and these globalist bankers and all that. They're just the money holders for
advisors, right? Money advisors.
And they hold the money and they keep the records. Because if you even look through history, they always said that the Jews kept the records, always kept good records. And these guys ain't even really Jews.
Yeah, they
just took on an image. They took on an image. And they're basically carrying out their operations like they are. That's why the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers would have somebody like Epstein work for them, because he kept good records. That's how he's able to blackmail people.
And he really German, because Amshell was the original name of the Rothschilds. Remember, they used that red shield.
Well, yeah, they never denied that they wasn't German. Jews. They said they were German Jews. Yeah.
And he was behind funding both sides of the war when it came to Hitler. So
yes,
Rockefeller was heavy sending money over there to Germany.
That's one of their main things that they.
And that's public records. That's public records. You know what I mean?
That's one of the main things they love to do is fund both sides of the war. And they make money off of it. They make money off the land being devalued. They make money off the bodies. They make money off the bombs and the bullets. Yeah, I mean, they make money off of all of it. So they love war. War is one of their biggest businesses. That's why they got to keep the conflicts going, even when there's not. Usually they're behind all the conflicts. That's what all the black operations is for. They do little things and try to cause global conflicts so they can keep the war going because they profit off of it, and they get human sacrifices off of it, and they get to sneak kids out of war zones. That's one of the things they love doing. That's what they do. That's their game plan. 24/7. That's what they do.
And they use people like the Dalai Lama to lure kids in.
Right.
Using that the little religion
or
cult
the Pope.
that he's under. Or the Pope, right.
Or the Catholic priest, period.
It's like no shame in the game. You seen Dalai Lama do tongue kissing a kid on national TV. Like it was nothing. He was talking about kiss my tongue. Like, right. Somebody should have slapped the shit out you for that. But that's the type of shit they do. If he doing that shit out in the open, you imagine what that nigga doing
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, bro.
And it's the questions we gotta ask ourselves. And these people are above the law because the FBI is saying that this man didn't traffic nobody. The FBI is saying that there's no evidence that Epstein trafficked. They got all them files, all them victims and witnesses saying that that he was trafficking them, but they saying that, but the FBI said that he wasn't. That goes to show you right there how wicked and corrupt this is. And these people we ain't seeing justice nowhere. There's no justice. Yeah, this bigger. We gotta remind people this is bigger than just Israel and all. Because I know a lot of people saying it's the Zionists and the Jews and all of them behind this. Right. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than them.
Right.
It's bigger than them. That's just one little piece of the big puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a Jewish conspiracy. It's a lot of people involved from a lot of different nations and walks of life.
Right.
So it's not just a Jewish conspiracy or royal family conspiracy or Vatican conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of them.
Right.
And when you really break it down, none of them are more powerful than the next. They all powerful in their own way because they all control a piece of something, of some type of operation that's going on Earth on a global scale. They all do.
Right.
And the thing is, compared to the regular population, it ain't even that many of them. You literally got about 2,500 people to 3,000 people that's running the whole entire world, that's calling the shots and is running the whole world. Out of billions of people, y'all. Out of billions of people.
The only way they able to do that is keeping people separated, grouping them, keeping people separated and keeping them in groups. That way they can use head figures of each group to keep people in line. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they have Democrat, Republican, Independent, Christian, Muslim, like all these commercialized versions of these religions, where they put people ahead of these religions, and like the Dalai Lama, he's like one of their puppets. The Pope and all of them is like puppets, like, so they use these figures to keep all the other people in line. That's how you're able to control whole groups. That's why they use the celebrities as much as they use their influence to keep people in check.
Right.
Keep people buying into the system. Keep people buying into the corporations that they own. Yep.
Yeah, it's all one big scam, because what they do is they keep the people divided, but they join forces.
Yep.
That's how they do the scam. That's how they run the scam, y'all. See, they, amongst themselves, like the Trilateral Commission, what Epstein was talking about, the Bilderberg Group, and all those type of joints like that, what they preach for themselves is, oh, we come together, but we got to devise plans to keep the world divided, keep the people in the world divided while we come together. So while we together, we can actually take over the whole world, make the world think that we divided, so they be divided. And this is the world. This is world leaders, big execs, military leaders, all types of them coming together, global, all from every country, from every region. They come to the world leaders come together and talk about how they're gonna keep the masses divided and keep us fighting amongst each other. And the thing is, the Bilderberg Group and the Trilateral Commission and the Council on Foreign Relations.
Council on Foreign Relations, right?
The Trilateral Commission is the biggest one because that includes
China,
Americans, China. Asians, Americans, and the Europeans. So that includes everybody. That's what the Trilateral Commission is. The Council on Foreign Relations, that's basically like the darker version of the United Nations. Right. That's where they really make all the decisions. They just call it a think tank, but really they just there making decisions for everybody. And the Bilderberg Group is basically another arm to that. That's the Bilderberg Group is when they start getting other people involved, like heads of the media and all that type of stuff.
Right.
Because that's one of their most important tools to keep the people divided is the media. Most of the stuff we see on the mainstream media is fake. I say about 80 to 90% of the stuff we see on mainstream media is twisted truths or just flat out lies. And it's like that intentionally because it's like that to keep us divided. I mean, just think about just a small example. Just think about the propaganda in the early 90s in America. How they made us think that the whole continent of Africa was poor and people ain't have no food. And it were flies and stuff flying all over them.
Big
And
the
kids starving to death. Like they had majority of Americans thinking that that's how Africa was. To the point, they had us so damn dumb that America think that Africa is a country.
Right.
Americans think that Africa, think that Africa is one country with a bunch of starving kids. Not realizing Africa is a damn continent with a whole bunch of countries, and some of them countries are very wealthy.
And what people didn't understand was all those commercials we were seeing back in the day, feed the kid for 25 cents a day and all that. Those are all children that was being experimented on.
Facts.
That's Bill Gates and Fauci and all them niggas.
And Epstein. Don't forget, Epstein said that he was moving the money around.
Right.
So Bill Gates and all of them could do their little experiments in Africa and India.
Yeah.
Don't forget that he said that out of his own mouth.
Facts. In that interview with Steve Bannon. I might have to stream it. Did I stream that interview on here? I might have to stream that interview on here. Because I know we streamed it on the Night Day Network LLC channel. We might have to stream it on this joint too. But anyway, yeah, all those commercials we were seeing with them big belly skinny kids with flies on them and white people going over there and hugging on them and saying you can send them 25 cents a day. Those were made up ass commercials. And those were kids that was being experimented on, villages that was being experimented on by people like Fauci and Bill Gates, financed by Epstein, people like Epstein, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, people like that. How many of y'all sent that 25 cents back? How many of y'all was sending money to those them fake commercials?
A lot of people was sending money to that because they
got built right. They was probably racking billions of dollars over
and they was using that money to
experiment.
To conduct more experiments.
Right. So where you get that information? It's public. It's public information. One thing about these people, they don't hide what they do. It's just if you paying attention or not. Like they operate in plain sight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people have to understand that the world is set up like a big pyramid scheme. It's a bunch of scam artists at the top, and the further you go down the pyramid, the more you're scammed. That's basically what's going on the planet, and the people at the top are very nasty people.
Right.
Very nasty people.
Right, American flag. Yep, the people at the top. Yep, they don't need money. That's for the slaves that work under them. Yep.
Yeah, these are the people that actually create the money out of thin air. These are the real people that's actually behind the digital currencies too. Yep. Don't get it effed up. Even though Bitcoin is open source, it still can be controlled and centralized. Because the internet is open source, but it still was able they were still able to centralize it through these social media platforms and on these major websites that they support. That's how they centralize stuff that's open source.
Yes, sir.
Because you'll know if you try to build your own platform and not being somebody famous, and it's open source, but that don't mean that you're gonna get the traffic.
Exactly.
That don't mean that you're gonna get people coming to your platform just because it's open source. More people is gonna go to YouTube, Instagram, X. So that means it's still centralized. Even though it's open source, but it's still centralized, and they about to do the same thing to the money supply. So those of y'all, even those of y'all who understand cryptocurrency, y'all be like, "Oh, you think it's centralized because you don't understand cryptocurrency." Nah, I understand that it's open source, but I also understand that open source can also get centralized, and it normally does. Because once the big corporations and the big banks and all them come into whatever is open source, they going to centralize it. They always do. Because we ain't gonna never own as much Bitcoin as China or any other. Yeah, we're not gonna own as much Bitcoin as BlackRock or China or somebody like. We're never gonna own as much Bitcoin as they own. So they got the ability to centralize it, and then they use government regulation to centralize it.
Yeah, I was about to say that government regulations.
Yeah,
right.
Once they bring in the government regulation, who is controlled by these corporations, Bitcoin is going to be controlled too. It's controlled now. There's all that crypto shit is manipulated. It's been manipulated from the beginning. So it's no better than regular money, and that could be controlled even more because now they able to see all your transactions 100%. See, they wasn't able to do that with cash, and they're able to see 100% of your transactions on a blockchain. Now they're able to control your transactions on that blockchain. So just imagine we letting these creeps basically take control of our money 100% now. Once everything go digital. Yeah, so these are the same people. Right. Yeah, no more hiding money in the mattress. No more burying money in the coffee can for a rainy day.
Only thing that might be, universal is silver and gold. That might still be able to, translate, through, around the world. It trades around the world the same price. So gold and silver is probably the best tangible thing to own when it comes to, backing your money up. Gold and silver.
Right.
Gold and silver will always reign supreme over the monetary system. Gold and silver, you could bet that.
But the thing is, they even putting that on the blockchain.
Right. I know they taking the gold derivatives.
And the thing is, they manipulate gold and silver too every
day.
Yeah,
every day. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. All of it. once you have this money system in place and you have these wicked individuals that we give all this power to, they're going to do what they do. They're going to manipulate it.
Yeah.
They're going to do what they do. But all these markets are being manipulated. All these markets are being manipulated. That's what we have to understand.
Every last one of them. From the
Every last one of them.
To NASDAQ.
Yup. And now they got AI doing it.
Yeah, right. They got it on an automated AI system.
Yes.
Right. Right. And they got artificial intelligence managing all these different accounts.
And the thing is, there's no solution to this unless people come together. But people are just too divided.
And they doing a good job.
Yeah, they doing a good job of dividing us all for sure. Cause we always divided about something. There's always something that people always divide. If you ain't divided about politics, you divided about religion. If you ain't divided about religion, you divided by sexuality. If you ain't divided by sexuality, you divided by something as petty as a sports team. Or a diet. Or a diet.
Politics, divided at politics.
Yup.
Divided at
yeah, they always got us divided about something.
Right.
Divided about our classes, like you middle class or upper class, or like they always got lower class. They got us divided with that. They got the gender wars going on. Social media is helping with the gender wars, man against woman.
Right.
And you know where that started at, women's lib and all that. We know that all started with the Rockefellers and all that. You know, the feminists and the women's lib and all that type of shit that they were doing. Yeah. All that was just to make women war against men and men war against women. So it's all about the division. That's how they able to keep control. Like, I know it's cliche, people always saying divide and conquer, but it's exactly that. It's exactly that. They are dividing us.
Because they don't operate by, they don't care shit about race. That's just for the low level people to keep us divided on. But when it comes to them, it's not about race with them. They want to control everybody. It don't matter what culture you is or what skin color you are, what background you from. These people control supersedes past that. They want to control humanity completely.
They definitely do. Complete totalitarianism.
Right.
100% domination. And they've been doing it. Those people that's brainwashed and say, oh, you part of the problem if you don't vote, shut up and pay your taxes. All the people that with that type of mindset are the people that they love the most. They love those type of people because they're the most brainwashed. Because they honestly believe that the system is still, that it works. When really we all getting screwed to the point we barely anybody's making it at this point, no matter what so-called class you in. Everybody out here fighting for their lives, except for the ones at the top who've been manipulating the markets and blackmailing people and creating money out of nothing. Like, for instance, the Bitcoin shit, crypto is creating money out of nothing. Bitcoin is literally a computer code. It's literally a computer code.
Right. That's all it is.
And they turned it into money. If y'all don't think that's open source or not, if y'all don't think that's manipulated, then you far gone. But then again, the whole money system itself is manipulated. And the reason why we're talking about this, it ties directly into to Epstein, because Epstein was the money guy. He was the one, he's helping them develop the system. He funded a whole bunch of Bitcoin projects when Bitcoin was when Bitcoin just started.
Yeah, that came out in the emails.
That came out in the Epstein files.
Epstein files is emails. Yep. Thank you, Unconventional, for sending the bronze medal. I appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate all of y'all who joined our membership, who've been donating, who've been liking and sharing our videos. We definitely appreciate y'all. Shout out to the new subscribers, people who, just coming by our video and hear that we speaking the truth and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell to be notified when we go live, because sometimes YouTube hides our channel from new subscribers. So you got to click the notification bell so you know when we're live again or when we post videos.
Absolutely.
Because we on here, we ain't holding back. We went far down the rabbit hole. We telling y'all, these wicked individuals are still operating. I don't care if they said Epstein is dead and Ghislaine is in jail.
Yeah,
their operations are still running smoothly.
Yeah, children are still being trafficked.
Right.
Women, children, drug trafficking. Slave labor, experiments are still taking place. All on these islands. People just think the buck stops at Epstein Island. No, it's way more islands out here.
Islands
that's doing diabolical shit on it. Experimentation. It's a lot of shit still happening.
And they been had these islands. They was basically bragging to us and from Pinocchio, the old school Pinocchio, the one that came out in the 40s or 50s. The old school, they had something called Pleasure Islands where they send little boys at.
Yeah, right.
To become girls.
Right.
Like become trans, like they was experimenting, letting you know that the whole thing, the transgender thing, was an experiment. One of the experiments they ran on the islands by turning little boys into little girls and little girls into little boys. That's one of the experiments that they had going on them islands.
Right.
And this was in the 20s and 30s. 20s and 30s they had those islands and they were doing experimentation. Because a lot of those islands were out of, government regulation. Like human cloning might not be legal in the United States, but if you go to a certain island, it's out of the jurisdiction of any country, so they able to do cloning on those islands. They able to do all this shit that they not allowed to do within certain jurisdictions. They able to do it on them islands. That's why they buy a lot of those islands.
Yep, they even experiment on islands or some far way out in the desert somewhere,
right,
in the middle of nowhere. And like underground bunkers way out in the desert, where people don't even go. So that's how they operate outside of the range of any jurisdiction or anything. Yeah,
or Antarctica.
Right, or Antarctica.
Yep.
Yeah, Antarctica is definitely one of the experimental areas.
For sure.
Shit, nigga asked Bro Rillo on one of those islands. So crazy.
Yeah, they and like we told y'all before, they like putting it into movies and cartoons and series, because you gotta think about it. It's always these movies and TV shows and cartoons that feature these weird islands.
Yeah, that's
like the island of Dr. Monroe, the movie The Island.
Yeah, Jekyll. What's that? Island of Jekyll and the Jekyll Island.
That was a real island.
Yeah, that was the island where they experienced.
Where they decided about the Federal Reserve Banking.
Right.
Fractional Reserve Banking.
Yep. J.P. Morgan, Rothschilds. Rockefellers. Yeah, they was all gathering at the Jekyll Island to decide the 1913
and they
Federal
put
Reserve
shows
Act.
out, and they put shows out like the Squid Games. Any of y'all watch the Squid Games? You see the Squid Games took place on islands, and throughout the whole show, you had the agent trying to find the island.
Right.
And they would drug people up to take them to the island.
Facts. Yeah, I know. Squid Game showed you that. Then you have Into the Dragon with Hans Island, where he was trafficking drugs, women and heroin, producing heroin and shit.
Facts.
Sex trafficking and heroin
Sex trafficking and
on
heroin.
Hans Island. I know a lot of y'all watch Into the Dragon with Bruce Lee. Remember
Right.
they had to go to that island as agents,
Right.
undercover agents, to bust Han. Right.
So the island's always been a thing.
Facts.
It's always been a thing.
What was that?
So these are the people, when people say shut up and pay your taxes, these are the type people you paying your taxes to. You know what I'm saying? When they say, oh, you don't have an opinion if you don't vote, but these are the people that you're voting for. So that all that jive shit that they've been programming us with all these years, like, oh, you're not doing your part if you ain't voting, or you better pay your taxes, or you better follow the laws and listen to the government and all this type of shit. The people that we basically submitting to are people like Jeffrey Epstein. Like you literally giving your hard-earned money to people you wouldn't even be able to leave your kids around for 5 minutes because they end up missing.
Right.
Like, do y'all understand? Like, the what's going on? Like how extreme that is? Like we're all bowing down and paying taxes to these wicked individuals.
Yeah, remember
this is insane.
Right, even with Hollywood, like you can't, like, a lot of them was sexually touched up just by being on the set and not being monitored by their parents. Like their parents just dropping them off on the Disney and Nickelodeon set. All of a sudden you hear about them giving them kids alcohol and bikini parties and pool parties and shit like that. Like, damn, the parents just dropped their kids off and all that shit took place. Yep. And then you see Epstein Island, the Nickelodeon goddamn logo, splash logo, is in the shape of Epstein Island. Then Disney, look, even that little thing that Epstein had built on the island is the color of Disney.
And that was, and his island was part of one of the Disney cruises.
Right.
The kids will stop at Epstein Island, and he have characters there like Mickey Mouse and all them on his island, and he'd be taking pictures with the kids and Mickey Mouse and all of that.
Right.
Like his island was literally one of the tours from Disney World, one of the cruise tours from Disney World.
Right. Lester Besson said tickle party. Lisa Beezer said tickle party. Right. Right. Tickle parties and shit.
These people are disgusting, man. These are the people that we voting for and the people that we paying our taxes to. These are the people that we breaking our backs for, that we working for. If you in the corporate world, if you do financing or you work for one of these big corporations and all that, these are the type people that you're working for. That when you tell them, oh, I need to take a day off, personal day, because my kid is sick, and they tell you no.
Right.
And after they tell you no, they leave the office that day and they go to some weird facility where they abusing somebody else's kids that they just kidnapped. Or stealing their organs or something.
Right.
These are the people that you're working for. These are the people that you're paying taxes to. These are the people that you breaking your back for, working overtime for, and bowing down. And when they come in the room, you scared and yeah, hi boss, and all this shit.
Yeah, hi boss. Right.
And these people as wicked as wicked could be. And you giving them all your hard work. You giving them all your respect.
Right.
You will even let them hug your kids after they just got finished abusing one.
It's crazy.
Yeah, these are the people that you trust You see how people act when these motherfuckers come around, like these politicians and all that? People can't even keep their composure. They so much, it's almost like God himself. It's like God himself walked into the room. They see a politician or a celebrity or somebody that they look like, that's how they getting us. It's a spell. That's spell work. That's literally a spell right there. Because you realize some people can't even keep their composure. You go back and watch those videos when you see Obama going to Five Guys or some shit like that.
Right.
Ordering a burger. Them employees are so nervous they could barely even handle the damn food.
Right. Fact.
Motherfuckers is like, oh my gosh. Like, it's like a spell.
Right.
It's like some type of spirit overtakes them. Like, you can see and I'm like, that's the Matrix right there. That's the motherfucker. That is it right there. That's when people see all that stuff, non-playable characters and the Matrix and agents and all, and possession. When people talk about possession, that's it right there. All you gotta do is see Obama walk into a Five Guys and order a burger, and look how the people act around them. That's possession. That's NPC. That's non-playable character. That's the Matrix. Like, that's the programming. Like, the shit. That's when people say, I don't think this world is real. That's the shit that make you say that.
Right.
You see how people just switch when they around celebrities or they around some politician or somebody. Like, they can't even compose themselves.
And that's how
that's some strong ass programming right there. And these people be wicked as hell. They be acting like that around these wicked individuals. Praising them. Basically bowing down to them.
Yeah, remember that one lady over there in England bowing down to King Charles when he walked in there? She was all crawling on the floor and shit. Like, this black lady tripping in there.
Nigga, look how they act when the Pope come around.
Right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's some programming for your ass. You see how people act when the Pope is around? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, this is some advanced programming. People keep talking about MK Ultra and mind control.
Right.
Like, we've been under mind control.
I think once they was able to create, some instruments where they able to broadcast the millions at once.
The spell.
That's where they was able to, their plans to control people they was able to get far advanced with it by using, forms of television, radio, where they can broadcast the millions at once. Now artificial intelligence is taking over, so it's just doing that at a faster process. It's a faster rate.
Right.
Because they're able to use social media where the information travels faster. But the flip side is people were able to, wake up at a faster rate to the shit that's going on as well. Because that's the flip side. It's always duality. It's always two sides to it. So they use the internet right now to basically consolidate all the information to control people, but it's also waking people up at a faster rate because the information is flowing faster. So we able to, when something happens, we able to, get on it right away. Like, we ain't got to go to the library. We ain't got to pull out a bunch of DVDs and watch it. And like, everything is right there at your fingertips. Like, you're actually carrying the information around in your pocket 24/7. So it shouldn't be no ignorant people right now on the planet.
Right.
Because you have the information in your pocket 24/7 or access to the information. So I don't know, bro. So that's why I don't believe that their plan is working 100% because there's always that duality that sets in.
Well, the reality is on Earth, no plan works out 100%.
Right. Facts.
I mean, that's the reality of Earth.
Yeah, facts.
And we all follow those same laws. They do and us.
Thanks for subbing, SA1786. Appreciate it. Make sure y'all turn on all notifications for when we go live too.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
right.
YouTube will hide our channel.
Amar L, what's up, brothers? Yeah, appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, man. Make sure y'all double tap the screen to like this video. We gotta get these likes up. Over 600 people in here. Y'all go ahead and double tap the screen, like this video, and subscribe to this channel. Yes, indeed.
You know, nobody can really like disagree with what we're saying because the proof is out there. It's not even.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be able to see with your own two eyes to know now. It's like it's right in front of our faces. Right. You can close your eyes and walk forward, and you know it's a bunch of bullshit how the system is set up.
Yeah, you can't even go.
The scam is real.
Right. You can't even go 3-4 blocks down the damn street outside of your home without seeing some goddamn bullshit.
Right.
They got ice everywhere now. Got motherfucking.
Not just that. Look how they using organizations like the Homeowners Association.
Right.
Look how they use them to basically bully people. You buy a home, you work hard as hell, try to save up to buy a home. You do, but then you got some mafia that you gotta pay your money to, and they telling you how to live in your own community.
Right.
Like it's a scam for everything that we do. It's like a scam. Look how much we pay taxes on the same shit 4 or 5 times. Like it's so much taxation without representation going on in the United States in 2026. I don't even know how some people still living in certain places like New York City, California, Boston, like, and I just said the whole California because that shit just the taxes in California is fucking insane.
New York too.
Yeah, and I just specifically mentioned New York City because that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the prices and everything. Like
that
shit's insane, bro. That's a scam.
From New York living here, y'all from California that's in here. Y'all know exactly what the hell we talking about.
Hell yeah. Boston is expensive as hell. Like how motherfuckers are living in these places? They paying like $3,500.
Jersey.
They paying like $3,500 a month for a studio apartment, bro. Yeah, they ain't even got a damn bathroom, and they got a shared bathroom.
They got a shared bathroom with
they paying $3,500. They paying $3,500 a month. Like what in the hell? What the? And then how much taxes you gotta pay in California? How the fuck is anybody still living in California? How you still living in Los Angeles?
A lot of people up in route. They uprooting and going back down.
It's a lot of motherfuckers living on the street in Los Angeles.
Yeah, a lot of streets, right? People that can't even afford to uproot and leave. So, but the people that can afford to uproot and leave, they all just going back to the South. Texas, you know what I mean?
It's all a scam, y'all. Right. It's all a scam. All of it is a scam. You working harder and harder, but your money is devaluing. That's called slavery. You're only getting just enough money just to pay your bare minimum now, and you could barely even save. And even if you do save, your money is devaluing because with the government, the fractional reserve banking, and how they using our money to loan out money that they don't even have, and it's losing value because of hyperinflation, and they're manipulating the rates.
Yeah,
our country borrow money. They basically manipulating those rates to the point that the money is devaluing so much that now shit $50 back in the day used to get you a whole cart of groceries way back in the day. Now shit, you walking there with $50, you barely leaving with 2 items.
Move out the country. Where? Go where?
Why move out the country? Why are we gonna let the wicked take over? Why move out the country and not fight back?
Yeah, you're right.
Why move out the country? Why should we leave our native home and not fight back? Like, why the fuck would we leave? For what? They the wicked individuals that's scamming. If you was on your job and you was scamming, you'll be locked up and fired. But our politicians, these government bureaucrats and all them, they can do all the scamming and all the shit that they want, but they get to stay here and we gotta move, and they don't get no type of penalties, no type of jail time, don't get fired or nothing. All they able to do is keep buying more homes, the best medical care for their families, the best schools.
But Jill Christie said, I live in LA with
private
jets, full-time job, lots of overtime. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be here at all. Right. You see, it's even expensive for people that got no kids.
Bro, it's so bad that even people who's making $200,000 and $300K a year is struggling. People making $400,000, $500K a year is still struggling because the money is devaluing so much and the prices of everything is going up. The cost of living is going up so damn high. And you know, the cost of living is going up high, but the quality of things is declining. That's another big thing. Like, even though the cost of living is higher, the quality is going down. The quality of everything, the quality of services, quality of food, the quality of water, the quality of products, the quality of your car. Your car
the quality of life period.
Yeah, the quality is going down, but the cost is going up. We are being scammed. We are being scammed. Yo, we are being scammed to the highest degree. And we just sitting back taking it. Oh, as long as you work hard and you keep your head down and you do what the system man, you do that shit, you 100% slave. You gonna always be in a deficit. If you do everything the system tell you to do, you're gonna always be in a deficit. Oh, you know, you work harder. Oh, go get more education. That's people answer for everything. Work harder and go get more education. And where that shit lead you? Further in debt and burnt out. That's all it does. Leave you further in debt and burnt out.
Yeah, anybody tell you that bullshit, get more education and work harder. That's just for you to be further enslaved.
Right.
Instead of just people doing for self and getting your own. And that way you networking with a bunch of people that's doing for self. And y'all creating a system outside of the system. That's what it really about.
It ain't even people living outside their means anymore. Just the basic necessities we're being overcharged for basic necessities.
Yeah, the quality of the products.
Everything that you're always living above your means now in 2026 because the money's devaluing.
But the thing is,
why don't people understand that simple truth?
Yeah, right. And the quality of the products are horrible. So they overpricing for the quality of poor products. That's crazy.
Man, get this. I know people out there.
Let the people have their opinion. Look, we don't get mad. Let the people have their opinion.
Because how could you be so brainwashed? Like, how could people be so brainwashed? I don't understand how people are still this brainwashed with all this corruption out here. All these motherfuckers is on the Epstein list. All these government officials and big corporate people and celebrities, they all on the Epstein list. All of them. Now, ain't no proof that 100% of them are all pedophiles and all this type of stuff. But a lot of them are dirty. Majority of them are dirty. These are the people that you trust. But if your neighbor did even a portion of the shit that these people did, oh, you want the law to come down on them hard. Oh man, my neighbor did what?
See something, say something.
Yeah, if your neighbor did even a portion of what these politicians are doing, oh, you'll be ready to call SWAT teams and everything for their asses.
Yes,
you'll be ready to make a citizen's arrest. But if your favorite politician do it at a larger scale, oh no, it's okay. He was just trying to save America. You know how fucking brainwashed that we are now to keep allowing this wicked government, knowing that people like Epstein is still out there and they work for our government, and we still pay, and they got us $38 trillion in debt, and we still paying taxes to them. How? How are we still paying taxes to them? And we know a lot of them are a bunch of pedophiles and human traffickers. How are we still paying taxes to them? And they got us $38 trillion in debt. $38 trillion. They're supposed to be managing our money. It's supposed to be service to us. And they got the American people $38 trillion in debt. And still squeezing us for every penny. How are we still putting up with this? How are we still putting up with it?
Yeah, it's part of just the shit. People gotta wake up. People still sleep at the wheel. That's what it is. I think people just wake up, daily and really don't think about shit like that. And then a lot of distract people are distracted about a whole lot of other shit. So they ain't really even paying attention to what's really going on. Just think about the average person.
You want to hear victims? You want to hear victim blame?
Just wake up. Just think about the average person that wake up on a daily basis. They ain't really thinking too deep about shit. They ain't thinking about that. The only thing about I gotta get to work. I gotta work for the man. I gotta get this paycheck. You know what I mean? I gotta take care of my family. Rightfully so. Like that's what the normal average person wake up and think about. Yep. So if they keep you in a system like that, then yeah, you really ain't thinking outside the box. They're keeping you confined to that small, that small space, that small thinking. And you ain't really thinking about nothing else. You got some people working 2 or 3 jobs just to maintain. And they have to. It's like you know what I mean? Like just to even maintain, you need, multiple streams of income just to maintain. So the average person ain't even really thinking about that, this type of shit. That's why people like us gotta, make people aware of it. That's why we, do what we do to keep people aware. You know what I mean? Tap in. Maybe when you hear this message, you will sleep on it and be like, oh, you know what? They was right. Now, what can I do about this? That's when you start sending people on a journey to do their own research and start figuring out the shit for themselves. That's how it works, man. That's why these live streams are important. Even though, majority of people watch the BS and the messy shit and, who's sleeping with who content and, that type of shit. These drones we doing right here is necessary because this just basically making you aware of what's going on while you sleep at the wheel. You gotta wake up to this shit. And the more people wake up is the more that the system going to implode on itself because people ain't buying into it no more. Eventually people gonna just start having to say no. Nah, we ain't paying taxes to this shit. We ain't voting, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't working nothing. Everybody's sitting home chilling. We ain't doing shit. And then this shit collapse. Because they only can operate because of us. Like we the only reason why these systems is going because they feeding off our energy. Once we start saying no to that shit, then that should just die out. And it happens over and over. It happened before. It happens numerous times throughout history. I believe it's gonna happen again because people ain't gonna have no fucking choice. It ain't, you know what I mean? The time is now. I mean, all this Epstein shit coming out, y'all seeing what these people at the top is doing. Like the time is actually now. This is the time right here to start saying no. We seeing all this shit that's coming out. Everything that's coming out about this Epstein files and all these money they sending over there to start wars in other countries and shit and bringing bringing military on the street on American soil and just doing all types of shit. This is one of them times where people gonna have to start saying no. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard for people to really say, you know what, I ain't going to work for the next goddamn week or so. I ain't putting no gas in my car. Now you think about it, even if 3 million people did that, that's gonna put a dent in the system like a motherfucker. And they gonna feel it too. 3 million is not a lot, but that's enough to still make them feel the effects of that shit. But imagine 100 million people doing that. Oh, the system is done.
Oh yeah, the system gonna collapse. They
100 million people. Yeah, 100 million people do that.
100 million people did that. Oh, you just talking about just in the United States?
Yeah, just in the United States.
Oh, they're done. If
Just the
100
United
million
States.
people decide to, oh, they're done. We're gonna definitely see some change then. 100 million people.
And then
we
those
stop
100
paying
million.
taxes
Yeah,
and stop
then
feeding into the system.
yeah, but then not only that, it don't stop there. These 100 million people start making demands.
Oh yeah, it's a done.
It's like Alcatraz when the you know what I mean when the inmates went on a strike and the whole prison you start making demands then. You know what I mean? Let's get this person out of here just saying weirdo spamming. Kapoof, you're gone.
You talking about that Trump character?
Now that's Theology J. Just keep saying weirdo over and over. Kapoof. All right. Yeah, this is AI, man. It's just showing you a representation of what these people be into. All y'all talk about Pizzagate and sacrifices and all these people there. This is just an AI version of the shit they do in real life. Yeah, that's the shit y'all talk about, right? Pizzagate, Epstein Island, sacrificing to Baal and Moloch and all these goats sacrificing children. That's the shit they'll talk about, right? Why not put an AI representation of that together that go along with the topics we talking about? It's the shit we be talking. It's the shit everybody know about. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, now a lot of these people, dirt is coming out now because eventually you're gonna have to get exposed. Like you can't operate like this without exposure happening. That's the flip side. Everything in the dark gonna have to come to the light. So all this shit that Epstein and all these people that have been involved with him for years is coming out. That's why you're seeing people like Prince Andrew getting arrested. He's at the top of the list. He's part of the royal family, and he's even getting arrested behind this Epstein shit. Now it could be manipulated, but it's still like you said, it could be manipulated because there might be some other inside shit that's going on, even with them warring at the top with each other. Yeah, they war at the top at each other too. They war amongst themselves.
Oh yeah, because there's no honor amongst thieves.
Right. But
they stand everybody.
The thing is, the wicked is going to take the wicked out regardless. That's how it works. Because it's like you said, no honor among thieves. So the wicked is going to take the wicked out. That's why you're seeing Epstein dead, Ghislaine in jail, Prince Andrew getting arrested, CEOs that was part of Epstein stepping down because they're going to war even with themselves. They're going to go to war. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the wicked just going to cancel the wicked out. So, you know what I mean? That's why we starting to see all this shit come out now. Because it's supposed to. Somebody said don't leave Trump out. Nah, we don't leave Trump out. We talking about this shit we talking about supersedes past all governments. Like all Democrat, Republican. That shit is minute about the shit we talking about. This is like some global shit. All them niggas need to go to jail. Trump, Clinton, Obama,
right.
Bush. Like, cause they all was peddling into some shit.
Right. They all part of the scam.
Because even be part of that group and part of that upper echelon of society, you gotta be dirty. Mm-hmm. You can't be clean and be at the top. Right. If you trying to be clean like JFK, then you gonna get and his brother, you gonna get taken out. And even they wasn't 100% clean, but they wasn't going along with the fuck shit that them secret societies and all that shit was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, John F. Kennedy was going against all that shit.
Right.
But that's what we saying. Prime example of those type people that buck against the system end up dead. So if they up there and they up there operating and nothing happening to them, that means they going along with this shit. So ain't none of them no excuse from this at all. I know y'all, a lot of y'all favorite politicians, and all that, but y'all just buying into an image. That ain't them for real. The Epstein files and the shit that's coming out of that is them for real. The shit that you hearing about with these people is for real. Not all that TV image shit that y'all buying into. That shit is fake.
Right.
That's a facade. That ain't real. But when you start hearing shit about Pizzagate and them trafficking children and sacrifice, that's the real now.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's who we working hard for and paying our taxes to. Because there's a bunch of people that work in the government and a bunch of people that own a bunch of corporations, major corporations.
Hold on a second. You weren't born when I don't have to be born during JFK time. I mean, I just know history. Somebody said, Jawanda Simpson said you weren't born when JFK was, when JF Kennedy, John F. Kennedy was around. Yeah, you don't really have to be born to know history. We wasn't around when Jesus was around, right? But y'all follow that shit, right? You don't have to be around to know history.
Why is JFK being brought up in this? What's that?
Because I brought up JFK being squeaky clean, and it was taken out because he was bucking against the the people that he was going up against is the people that put him in position.
Oh yeah.
Because he seen some shit. He seen something that he didn't agree with.
Right.
And he got taken out for it.
Well, he was against the Federal Reserve Bank.
Yeah,
he was against the Fed, and he was against the CIA also.
Right, facts.
And we all know the CIA hijacked the Oval Office. So that's
hold up. Nah, I was just making a point. Sunspot, like people. That's what I'm saying. Like people, he's saying that I wasn't around JFK, so I basically shouldn't know nothing about that because I wasn't born around when JFK. And I'm like, all right, well, you follow Jesus and you wasn't born around that time.
There's people who was born around the time JFK was, and they still don't know shit.
Right.
Like, do it matter if you was born around the same time? Somebody you're like, that don't even make any sense. See, that's the type petty shit they want us to be divided about.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's I don't want to go right. You're right, and I don't want to go off course with that because
don't go off course with that.
It's not even about one person or one man or anybody. This is about
it's bigger than that.
Wickedness, period. Wickedness at the top, period. This is about wickedness at the top, period. Like, come on now. I ain't into the semantics of things. I'm not getting into some sematicals.
Right. Yeah, that shit don't even matter.
We talking in, in general, in a general sense, in a broader sense. We ain't just talking about one group or two groups. And now this is, general speaking. It's a broader thing we speaking about. Because that's how they operate. They operate in the broad. They don't operate just within small little groups. These people we talking about operating abroad. So we got to speak as of how they operate. They operate abroad. We got to speak in abroad.
Yeah,
that's how they operate.
Yeah, it's definitely a global conspiracy takeover. It's a global thing. So, and everybody, like the Republican and Democrat thing, that's only exclusive to America.
Right.
United States. So why people even talking about it's a Democratic? It ain't none of that shit.
Yeah.
It ain't no Democratic or Republican thing. It got Democrats and Republicans who dealt with Epstein. But at the end of the day, it's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about the wicked deeds that they doing.
All right.
And you could do wicked deeds under any label. And they proving that. You think just because a person is a Republican or a Democrat, that's what's going to make them automatically clean? Like, that don't even make any sense.
People
so-and-so is a Republican, so you know he didn't do it. So-and-so is a Democrat, so you know they didn't do it. Like, that type of thinking is so brainwashed and limited. Like, that's a program shit. Like, you automatically think in your mind, oh, that person is Republican, so yeah, he's innocent and no way he's involved with any of that other stuff. Because he's a Republican? That shit don't make no sense. Just listen to yourself.
Right.
That sound brainwashed. It sound like you brainwashed as hell.
Brain wiggity.
And it's the same thing with the religion stuff. Oh, that person's a Christian. No way. That person's a Muslim. No way that they did this and did that. What does that have to do with anything? People committed atrocities under every label. There's people who were deemed Christians, Muslims, Republicans, Democrats, gay, straight. There's people who did atrocities under all those labels and did good deeds under those labels. All those labels. So it's not the label, it's the person's heart. It's the person themselves. So why are we still going about this? Oh, it's a Democratic conspiracy, it's a Jew conspiracy. Like, it's none of that shit, but all of it. It's none of it, but all of it. All those labels do is just keep us arguing amongst each other.
Pretty much.
That's all they do. That's all those labels do. And the shit's getting so petty to the point where people arguing over, like, people getting violent and arguing over diets. Like, shit like that. People get mad. Don't eat no meat. Or don't eat vegetables and it. Like, all this type shit. Like, like, people even going crazy over that. Like, it's just always division everywhere you go. But we all collectively getting scammed, no matter what label you under. We all collectively getting scammed. The whole system is set up as a scam. And the ones who are on top are the ones who cheat the system. So it's completely unfair. There's really no justice here. There's really no justice. Because it seems like the further they get up the pyramid, that's the more scamming that they do.
Yo, shout out to y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all double tapping the screen and like this video. Even y'all on the playback, make sure y'all liking this video, commenting in the comment section, letting us know y'all take on what we saying. And don't even just pay attention to, take what we say for face value. Go do your own research. We always tell people do their own research.
Right. Facts American flag said it's not an American conspiracy against Americans, it's a global conspiracy against humanity. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right. That's exactly what it is. So that cancels out whether a person is Republican or Democrat. Ooh, it's a global conspiracy.
Right, yeah, you gotta definitely do your own research out here because everybody have their own perspective at things. So it's okay to have your people disagree or whatever. That's okay, but you definitely gotta do research.
Oh yeah, that Q shit that people was talking about years ago. Yeah, that definitely was a scam. Yeah, that Q shit that talking about that they gonna round up all the people and do this and do that. But they saying all that Q shit, but they saying Epstein didn't do no trafficking. So if that Q shit was real, they would have used that as a way to release, to basically release the information that all these people are locked up in that Guantanamo. Like they claim. They claimed all these people, Tom Hanks and Ellen and Oprah, saying they saying all these people were locked up and there's some type of military tribunal and all this. If that shit was really going on, this would be a perfect time to let everybody know. It's Epstein shit. This. So why haven't that happened yet?
Right.
That was more psyops. That was probably the fucking CIA that came up with that Q shit. Just to get people hopes up falsely.
Right.
Because they play both, they control the opposition. That's one thing y'all have to realize. All y'all Q following motherfuckers, they love controlling both sides of the argument. They love control opposition. They love it. Because with control opposition, that's how they able to control the whole situation. So they create some shit up in Q and saying, oh, Trump and the Patriots is gonna come save everybody, and they locked all these pedophiles up. They locked up Tom Hanks, and they locked up Ellen, and they locked up Diddy. Well, they did lock up Diddy.
Yeah, they got Diddy up out of here.
They got Diddy up out of here for real. But he's like small change compared to some of these people. But yeah, they ain't do like none of that shit was true.
All right.
Then you had these motherfucking crazy people come up talking about the 5D and all. Like, what the fuck? The
5D, what?
They going to the fifth dimension.
Fifth dimension.
Yeah, all them motherfuckers. Like, yo, all of y'all need to stop. I'm like, this have to be some government psyop right here. This some government agency is behind this shit.
Five going to the fifth dimension.
Talking about Trump is playing eighth dimensional chess and all this type of shit, and he's gonna come in there, he's gonna lock up Hillary Clinton, and he's gonna do all this shit. None of that shit happened. Yeah, 4D. Yeah, Trump playing 4D chess and all that. Y'all know, man, that was all a bunch of bullshit. Like, yo. Yeah, Trump is going to take us to the fifth dimension. He's going to bring back Nikola Tesla's technology, and we all going to be saved and living happy in paradise on earth. Talking about Trump going to bring back Tesla's inventions so we can have free energy and all that. He ain't do none of that. He ain't do none of that shit. You know what Trump did? Set his ass at the table with Bill Gates and plan how what they going to do in the future.
And Elon.
He had Bill Gates. He had Bill Gates
at
the table too.
He said Elon, the nigga that stole Tesla.
He ain't do none of that and put ice on the street. He ain't do none of that shit that they said he was going to do if he got reelected. Q shit.
That's the good old bait and switch. He bait you in with that shit, and then they switch on you.
Cause Hillary was supposed to be in jail. That was one of his campaign. That what he said that out of his own mouth. Even though it was on Q, even them Q motherfuckers was saying the same thing. Saying that oh yeah, Hillary's gonna go to jail when Trump get back in office. Oh really? She's gonna be at Guantanamo Bay. Oh really? None of that shit happened.
Nope.
None of that shit happened. So yeah, Trump was playing 4D chess, all right. 4D chess on y'all asses who believed in that Q stuff. Y'all were the ones that was being played. He was making the moves on y'all. He was capturing y'all kings and y'all queens. He was playing 4D chess against y'all who was believing in that shit.
Yep.
You heard that shit? You heard of that shit, JR? The Q and the Canaan and the Patriots is in the military tribunals and all them. Tom Hanks and all them is going to get the death penalty at Guantanamo Bay. They're going to have the blackout, and then when the blackout come back on, it's going to be a new system, and everybody going to have universal basic income and live in paradise, and it's going to be Tesla technology all over the place with free energy and all that bullshit. None of it happened. None of it happened. The only thing that came out was the corruption of the Epstein shit, and he so-called died in jail. Ghislaine is not. We don't even know who the fuck Ghislaine is. That's not even the original Ghislaine. And the FBI basically saying he didn't traffic anyone. That's all we got. That was the military tribunal that Q was talking about. Ain't shit happened.
Nope.
Talking about Trump was gonna come in here and drain the swamp when he's fucking Swamp Thing. He's literally Swamp Thing toxic Avenger, and he's going. Why the fuck would he drain the swamp? And that's his land. That's his world. That's his land. That's his home. His home is the swamp. How he gonna drain the swamp? Why would he drain his own damn? Why would he drain his own damn land? He's gonna drain the swamp. Yeah, he drained the swamp by putting ICE on the street. Now ICE is going around not just harassing immigrants, they harassing regular Americans and shit.
Right.
Tell him something, he gonna drain the swamp. All you Q motherfuckers who believe in that Q and they gonna save us. What, I thought Trump was gonna drain the swamp. He had plenty of time to drain the swamp. Why the swamp still is raising higher and higher? We all drowning in the damn swamp. So I thought the swamp was gonna be drained. Why ain't the swamp drained? Look like the deep state is getting deeper. Why it look like the deep state is getting deeper? Pause. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Epi.
Yeah, no Epi is the new one. Right. No Epi.
No Epi.
No Epi. That's the new one.
Talking about he going. I thought he was going to drain the swamp, y'all. Where's that Trump supporter at that was in here? I thought Trump was going to drain the swamp. Why he ain't drained the swamp yet? Why he looking like Swamp Thing? Why the fuck would Swamp Thing drain the swamp? Do that even make sense? Why would Swamp Thing drain the swamp? I just got a question to ask y'all. Why do y'all think Swamp Thing will drain the swamp?
Somebody said the fascists are the swamp. Yeah.
People get mad. I think Trump supporters are even more aggressive than the Obama supporters and the Trump supporters. Yeah, they real, man. Them motherfuckers are aggressive, boy. I agree, Trump Bunny. Democrats are racist fascists. So are the Republicans. Both sides are.
I don't know why people just think. I don't know why y'all think why y'all thinking just stops at Democrat and Republican.
Right.
I just don't understand why people's minds just stops there when this Epstein shit is proven that they all.
We're not trying to convince y'all that this is real footage. Why people still think that? We're telling y'all this is the theme. This is the theme of what we're talking about. These motherfuckers need to be arrested. I don't care who they are. Obama, Bush, Clinton, Kamala. I don't give a fuck who they. Biden. They all need to be locked. Trump. They all need to be locked up.
Now this is not AI. For y'all that keep screaming Democrat, Republican with this shit, they're not. It's not AI right here. That's Clinton, Bush, and Obama at an event together, smiling and chilling and cheesing. Smile, SEC,
Look,
smiling, chilling, and cheesing.
Bro, them Trump supporters are aggressive as hell.
Smiling, chilling, and cheesing. Look at them, all three of them. All three of them. The Lord Yeah, there you go.
The Trump supporters are the craziest, boy. They come in here. Not my beloved Trump.
Yes, your beloved Trump too. He was on the Epstein. He was with Epstein.
Trump is a good man. He the one that turned in Epstein. That's what they saying. That's their thing now, saying that Trump was the one that turned in Epstein.
All right.
If he was the one that turned in Epstein, he would be bragging about that at every damn speech that he go to. You know damn well Trump ain't turning no Epstein. If Trump turned into Epstein, we would never hear the end of it. He'd be bragging about that to the ends of the earth.
And this how they get it too. They laugh at it. Just like see how Bush and Clinton and Obama up there laugh. That's how they looking at us. Yeah, we sure got them, didn't we? That's how they look at the general public. They laugh. They just be laughing at us. Why they having a good old time?
Laughing at us now. They laughing at us now.
All right. Why they having a good old time?
Some of their agents is probably listening to the live stream laughing.
Yeah,
because they know how idiotic the general public is, because people still believe that new woman that they showed was Ghislaine Maxwell, when clearly that's not the same damn woman.
No. Well, people gonna learn.
Hell yeah, we learning. We learning now.
Learn. Oh, you gonna learn. Oh, you gonna learn. You gonna learn or you gonna burn?
Right, essay. So best believe they have sleepers in the chat. Hell yeah. There's Agent Smiths everywhere. Hell yeah, they love coming in and listening to people.
Like sleeper cells in the chat.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Fucking weirdos.
Knowing damn well they switched Ghislaine Maxwell.
All right.
They switched her out. That new one is Ghislaine Maxwell. She Lane.
Oh, Lane. Oh, just Lane.
Lane. Yup. Lane Maxwell. They know damn well.
Lane Maxwell.
Maxwell, right? It's a dude. That new Ghislaine is a dude. It might be. They might do some shit like that. Yeah, they do something like that.
All right.
They do something like that. They would. They switched the old one out with a trans. They love doing shit like that. They love playing in our faces like that. They find it's funny to them because they know they get away with a lot of shit because the general public is too brainwashed.
All right.
Man, make sure y'all like and share this video, man. Y'all know we've been bringing the real shit. We don't hold no punches back. Make sure y'all share this video. If y'all just subscribing, make sure y'all click the notification bell so y'all be notified when we go live. Cause you know YouTube be trying to hide channels like us. They couldn't hide us yesterday. We got over 1 million views on our video yesterday.
Yeah,
our live stream we did.
Right.
Well, make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all just coming through, y'all feeling the shit we saying, y'all know, because this is the type of stuff more people need to hear, so we could get inspired. Maybe we'll have 100 million people saying no and stop paying taxes and don't go to them lame ass slave jobs that they got us doing out here.
Right. Facts.
Shit, like they do that for 3 days, this whole system will collapse. 100 million people do that one day, the system will be barely holding on.
Yeah,
2 days, it's on a respirator. I mean, a ventilator, and then
3 days,
flatline.
Beep. Flatline. Beep. Beep. Flatline, buddy.
Yeah, they do monitor everything. That is why these apps and social media exist. It's for intel gathering. Yeah, I know what they're doing. It's a military operation. Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. These are all military operations. I know what this is. I know these are military operations. This is the AI and all that. I know it's all intel gathering. That's what you do when you target somebody. You got to build intel on them, and they're building intel on the general public through Google, through Apple, through all these social media platforms. All this shit to build intel on the enemy, and we are the enemy. I seen a meme not too long, and that meme is the shit that we've been saying for the longest. Our government is back. Meme says our government is backwards. We are private. The government should know nothing about us. They are public servants. We should know everything about them. Why is it not like that? Why the government know everything about us, but we don't know shit about them? And they supposed to be public servants that's taking our tax dollars. That goes to show you right there. We enslaved right there.
Right.
Each citizen is private. The government is supposed to be public and transparent. Why they got all the intel on us, but we ain't got no fucking intel on them? All we got is fake images that they provide us in the media about them. And most of that shit be fake. Some of them don't even be who they say they are. They say this politician is a good Christian man and married to a good Christian woman. And you do enough research, you'll find out his wife is transgender. He don't. And they. And he like to do shit like the Squid Games on the weekend. Like, let's be real. This shit is 100% slavery, 100% totalitarianism. They got a whole surveillance state set up with our tax dollars. We working hard to pay them to surveil us and basically come at us like we're terrorists. Because ever since they signed the Patriot Act in, every American citizen became a terrorist. That's why we get harassed at the airport. We get harassed at the airport from Homeland Security because as soon as you step in the airline, as soon as you step in the airport, you are considered a terrorist suspect. And that was signed in the Patriot Act in 9/11. That they did. Our government did 9/11. Our government was behind 9/11. Along with Mossad and the CIA and the FBI and other branches of the military like the Pentagon. They had full intel what was about to happen because they were the ones behind the shit. So they did that. They pulled off that black operation because that's what it was, a black operation. So they can pass shit like the Patriot Act and deem every American citizen as a terrorist. So now we got to go through the airport like we're criminals. That's how they was able to do that. That's why they got surveillance everywhere now. Surveillance everywhere. With the help of the corporations, with the help of Google and Apple and all of them. Yeah. That's 100% totalitarianism and fascism and soon to be a dictatorship, a global dictatorship. Like we said, this intel gathering. This is a military operation. And if anybody in here disagreeing and saying we just yapping, I know for sure you're an agent. Because there's no way you can deny any of this shit unless you are here to just distract people and act like what we're saying is just yapping. When you sitting there on a device that's intel gathering right now.
Yeah, it's collecting our database.
It's collecting our data. It's collecting what we're saying and everything we do.
Everything
right
we say,
now.
everything we search.
Everything we say, even shit that we thinking is even being they even got technology embedded into this shit that even know your thoughts. It's not perfect, but the shit works.
Yeah.
This is a military. This is literally a military operation. Facebook, when it was set up, that was always a military operation for intel gathering on the general public. It was always that. All the GPS systems that they built into the cars, that's and that's in your phones. That's to constantly track where you at and where you've been at, and for the AI to predict where you're going to be at.
Yeah, exactly. Facts.
If you're denying that this stuff exists, and you come in here and saying that, oh, you're just yapping and it's not true, then you definitely an agent. What agency you work for? What agency you work for? All of it is for intel. Yeah, your home rain camera, your TV, your dishwasher, your washer, your dryer, the lights in your house, all of that shit is intel gathering.
Mm-hmm.
It's constantly having a conversation with a database that AI is sorting and saving. Sorting and saving. That's why they want to build more data centers all over the United States. They ain't got enough data centers yet. I think one of the biggest data centers is over there, either Utah or Wyoming. One of those. I think it's like Utah or some shit. One of the biggest data centers that they got, but they need more because they want to incorporate more artificial intelligence into our society, so they need more data centers. And that shit drains a lot of energy, a lot of power.
Facts.
Somebody says for your safety. That's what they tell us. They say it's all for our safety. The Patriot Act, all the spying that they doing, all the harassing that they do at the airport and other government facilities. Yeah, it's all for our safety, right? All the wars that they provoke overseas, and they say that it's for our safety and protect Americans. And they going over there invading countries and killing men, women, and children who ain't have no beef with no Americans over here. But our military they send our military over there to disrupt these areas, and they say they doing it for our safety. That's some brainwashing shit right there. That's some brainwashing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Penny Helga, when I was talking about the universal basic income, that Nasira and Gusera bullshit that they came up with. Yeah, that's just more programming. That Q ain't in and the Patriots with Trump and the Patriots and the military tribunal and all that bullshit, man. Whispering all them sweet nothings to everybody. And then some people, man, they made a religion out of that shit. They made a religion out of Trump so-called being the head of Q and draining the swamp and getting rid of the deep state and taking us to 5D Earth with Tesla technology. And some people made that shit a whole religion. The Trump supporters is getting mad, JR. We might have to switch back to Oprah and Obama and them and Epstein doing a little ritual.
Make it even.
Yeah, we show some equality. There we go.
Yeah. Or we can show Bush and Obama. Yeah. Or do you want? There we go.
Here we go.
There you go.
See, equality. No, these are AI videos, but it's the theme of what we're talking about. Why do people think we're trying to pass this off as real?
Right. Well, I mean, we ain't really expecting them to know. But y'all should be able to catch on. Catch on. Catch on.
Shout out to Binary Ghost for the super chat. Says, I say your civilization because when we started doing the thinking for you, it really became our civilization. Agent Smith, the Matrix. Shout out to Binary Ghost for bringing out the connection between our world and the Matrix, because we're basically in the Matrix. And don't forget, the Matrix is also connected to the Truman Show, because the Truman Show and the Matrix is basically the same shit. It's just different dynamics of the same thing. The Matrix was just as fake as Truman's World from the Truman Show. And that's all resembling our world right now. All of it's fake. All that shit we see on the media that they show, all the political theater, the shit that they be doing on C-SPAN and all that, all of it is fake. Like, they got Mark Zuckerberg, they got him in court right now saying that, oh, he created Facebook as addicted to kids, and he's being sued because kids are saying that Facebook and Instagram is too addicted and all this type of stuff. All that shit is political theater, just so they could push digital IDs. Like, because they say, oh yeah, we got to keep the kid. Mark Zuckerberg apologizing. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt the kids. I thought we had a good thing in place that we was able to identify when kids try to start a profile and all that is to play chess and get everybody on digital ID. So you would need a digital ID to have any app or to have access to the internet. That's what they want. So nobody could be anonymous on the internet anymore, which nobody's not anyway, but they want to be able to get you, you know what I mean, with the ID, because now you got to go through the same type of regulation bullshit that you got to go through in person, and they want that same shit on the internet. So they going to push this Mark Zuckerberg being sued for letting kids for having kids on Facebook and Instagram and is addicted to them, so they can push this digital ID agenda. They easy to figure out because they do the same shit. They easy to figure out. This is the establishment. See, they use people like Zuckerberg as a sacrifice. Like they sacrifice his little reputation, because they know people will forget about it in a couple years anyway. But they sacrifice his little reputation temporarily just to get this agenda through.
Shout out to Honest Chuckle with the super chat saying Trump is a cardboard eagle, paper tiger dictator.
Right.
Paper tiger.
Right. Facts.
Funny as shit.
Shout out to Honest Chuckle, man. Yeah, for that. He definitely a cardboard cutout.
Right.
Man, he right out of a comic book. Huh!
If you got any questions, y'all can super chat, ask your questions, man. You know what I mean? We definitely pull your comment up.
Yeah, they really trying to bring that digital ID. So pay attention now, because you know they got Zuckerberg in court right now. They trying to say that he's behind he's behind kids being addicted to social media, and he's like, oh, you know, I thought we had. He's sitting there I thought we had things in place to where we be able to monitor if kids sign up to our apps or not, and all this. We thought we had good provisions in place. So they making Zuckerberg look inadequate, so they can start pushing this digital ID shit. So they can be like, yeah, it's to save the children. We need to have digital ID so we can save the children. Like they really cared about the children. If they really cared about the children, the people from the Epstein files will be going down. So they always act like they care about the children. The establishment don't care about the children. Your government don't care about the children. When you look at all the poison that they put in our food, water, and air, and you look at the leukemia clinics and they filled up with kids with cancer because of the shit that they feeding us and the shit that they spraying in the air and the shit that they put in our food and our water, they don't care about no kids.
Damn sure don't.
They don't care about no kids. So why they care about kids all of a sudden being addicted to social media?
All I want to say is they don't really care about
They
us.
don't care about no damn kids being addicted to no social media. That's what they want. But they just using this as an agenda so they could push digital ID so they can track everything we doing indefinitely.
Right.
Indefinitely. That's the whole plan right there. Digital ID to track your ass. Every time you take a shit, they know every time you blow a booger out your nose, they gonna know.
All I want to say is they don't really care about us.
Just like these government psyop shootings that they be doing at these schools, and these lone shooters and all that, they be government psyops, man. Some of these people be under mind control. Some of these joints be staged events. Like they actually got people walking around with the vest on that explode to make them look like they got shot. Like they got all that shit going on just for gun control, just so they can take niggas' guns away in America. They're so fake. Just like that so-called Trump assassination. That shit was fake. When they attempted to so-called blow his ear off, that shit was fake. His ear looking fine. His ear looking fine to me. It don't look like nothing happened to his ear.
It don't look like Mike Tyson ear after Holyfield did it.
Right.
So it wasn't even no blood. Like it was like that wrestling blood they used, that little wrestling thing. So when they hit the person, the blood squirt everywhere and shit.
Right. It's a little cartridge. It's basically a little cartridge filled up with fake blood or animal's blood or some shit. Or who knows? It could have been a blood from a small kid or some adrenochrome type of blood. Who knows what type of blood they used?
Thanks for y'all that's gifting, that's hitting the gift. If y'all want to support, y'all can hit the $sign on the side, super chats, ask questions. We'll pull your question up if you want. If you want, people love the AI slop.
AI slop.
That's the new programming word. AI slop.
AI slop.
You'll see 1,000 people coming here saying AI slop.
AI slop.
Like we don't know it's AI. Of course it's AI.
We're not trying to pass this video. We're not trying to pass this background off as real, y'all. Even though it is real, like go ahead, tell them. Even though it is real, but we're not trying to pass the video off as real.
Right. It is real. It ain't real, but it is real.
Right.
You catch my meaning? It ain't real, but it is real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't real, but it is real.
It ain't real, but it is real. You catch my meaning?
AI slop.
He said Bathhouse Barry. That's funny as shit. You talking about Barry Santoro?
Oh, Barry Santoro.
Talking about Barry Santoro.
That clown. People still trying to figure out what he did to his chef.
Right, American flag. You get it. It ain't real, but it is real. Jeffrey Epstein vacation. You said I can't hit the super chat. Well, you know.
Somebody said, why have we left Trump out? We didn't leave Trump out. We have a video specifically for Trump.
I got you. Maybe it's time to switch back. I got
you. Time to switch back now. Yep.
Equality. We believe in equality over here, y'all. So let's go ahead and switch back.
Let's switch back.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and switch back.
Equality.
Believe in equality.
There you go.
There you go, buddy.
On there. There you go. Right there.
Trump getting arrested. There you go. We believe in equality over here.
Yeah, we gotta keep remembering to rotate because you know.
Right. Yeah, we gotta keep it equal. Keep it balanced. Balanced. China.
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 China, yup. China, yup.
Whoa, there he goes.
Yeah, that was some more fake shit. Trump pumping his fist in the air after the fake shot. I know.
Yeah,
I hated that. I hated that.
He threw up the black brother fist from the
I
70s.
hated that.
He threw up the power to the people fist. It's power to the people.
That looked so fake. That shit was so fake. It reminded me of his days when he was at the WWE, when it was the WWF.
Oh yeah,
when he was up there with his man Vince.
Yeah, he was wrestling Vince McMahon for the main event.
Right.
Yeah.
It reminded me of those. He had the same. It was the same energy. That same day he got that fake assassination and the blood cartridge on his ear. That same energy reminded me when he was in the WWE.
Yeah, with Vince McMahon on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't fool. They can't fool everybody out here.
Yep.
Just like that the assassination attempt was fake, and that shit, that insurrection that happened at the Capitol.
Right.
That shit was fake. When those people so-called invaded the Capitol, that shit was fake. That was fake too. Look at somebody. What agency you from? I feel dumber having to listen to this. What agency you from?
Yeah, where you come from?
Monopoly? You definitely. What agency you work for? Or you just brainwashed? Nah, I think you just might be brainwashed.
Dang. That's sad work.
I mean, I guess if you work for an agency, you still brainwashed.
Yeah. China.
That was fake too.
What?
Yeah, that Jussie Smollett shit. Hell yeah, that was fake. Hell yeah, that was fake.
Oh,
that was fake too.
Oh, Jussie MAGA stunt.
Hell yeah, all that shit's fake. Yeah,
that was a Lee Daniels script.
That was a script straight from Lee Daniels' desk.
Yeah, that was a Lee Daniels script.
Jussie effed it all up. Hell yeah, that was scripted.
Trying to do something political as well, bring more attention to Empire because it was losing viewers. So they wrote a little script for Jussie Smollett to get attacked by fake MAGAs.
Yeah, that's
zero 18-degree weather in the middle of Chicago with two big ass Africans.
Yeah, people was saying that. People were saying the Charlie Kirk shit looked fake too. I don't know. They might have really took him out.
Charlie Kirk stumbled upon some shit. I believe, some of that Epstein shit. He stumbled upon some shit he ain't supposed to see. And he was talking a lot about Israel and the Epstein files and who was in them. And
what you think about Candace Owens? People saying she a double agent.
I don't put it past nobody, but I don't know. I haven't got agent vibes yet from her yet. Cause one thing people don't like Candace, but she don't lie about shit though. I never caught her in one lie yet.
She might be control op.
Only reason why that's possible. And the only reason why I say Candace don't lie because she always got the receipts for every fucking thing. She like the receipt person. Everything she say, she got this receipts to pull up the shit and back it. So
oh yeah, it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard to say with her and people like Alex Jones, people like her, because they do be saying a lot of true shit.
I think with her, she got out of that Turning Point USA shit because she seen some shit. Like they all be seeing some shit, like, and they all get tested too. That money they be getting meeting in secret locations with being offered piles and piles of money and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you had people saying that Alex Jones was control opposition. They saying Alex Jones worked for Israel and all this type of
I
shit.
mean, he can't be that tapped in. He got to pay over $1 billion.
I mean, that shit could be scripted.
Yeah.
That shit could be scripted too now. You talking about for that Sandy Hook shit?
Yeah.
I mean, that could be scripted too. Who knows? Yeah, because I'm thinking like Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, Candace Owens. Because Joe Rogan be on some real shit too.
Yeah, you got Megan Kelly, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, so it's like, are these people Roseanne?
I think these people might be all rejects from their society.
They just rejects and shit.
Yeah, they no longer want it, so they basically got rejected. A lot of people that just ain't want to be down with the program. Just what I mean. Oh, Alex Jones going for Trump now?
Yeah, he been stopped.
Oh, yeah,
he been because he see that Trump ain't trying to drain no swamp. He expanding the swamp.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Jones, I don't know. Jones might be. I don't know. Jones. I really haven't seen Jones do anything or said anything or did anything that wasn't official.
Right.
Right now, to me, I don't feel like Jones is control opposition. Not saying that is a possibility he could be. I mean, it's a possibility he could be. But from what I've seen over the years, I've been listening to Jones shit for years, and I've been watching the shit he been doing for years, and I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to say. I haven't seen anything to say that he's control opposition. Actually, a lot of the shit he covered, I mean, it ended up happening or it was happening.
Yeah, I mean,
none of that shit was theory.
Like he the one that broke the whole Bohemian Grove shit open with the
right.
I mean, he the first one that caught that Bohemian Grove shit on camera. What else? He the one that first exposed that 9/11 was the inside job.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of shit the Bilderberg shit. Like
he broke a lot of big stories, bro.
The Obama deception.
Yup.
He broke us Aaron Russo. He broke us Aaron Russo.
Right.
The interview with Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo was sort of on his own.
Right.
Yeah, Aaron Russo was in his own.
Yeah, right. He was in his own right.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, man, listen, you never know who's who out here, man.
That's true.
I mean, you
can only go by
them body fruits. I'm about to say you know them body fruits. And now I haven't got agent. I got agent vibes from Candace like around the earliest times. Cause she was with Turning Point and all that shit. She was with all that shit then. She got away from that shit and started actually going up against the motherfucker. So I'm like,
so you felt like earlier Candace was agent vibe?
Yeah, she said she was compromised early. She didn't tell you that. Cause she ain't know what the fuck she was getting into messing with those people.
Right.
She actually admitted to that shit.
So she wasn't really compromised. Well, she was compromised, but it wasn't like intentional. She really thought these people were genuine.
Yeah. Right.
That's different. That's different. I'm talking about double agents. I'm talking about people who know and really down with, I mean? They act like they hate the person, and it'd be like the Penguin on Batman 2 and shit. When he's going at the clowns of Gotham City. Crazed clowns!
And go downstairs.
It's destroying Gotham City. And he walked upstairs, and the clowns are chilling on the floor, asking him when the next meal gonna be.
Right.
I mean, that's the type, double agent I'm talking about, or control opposition I'm talking about. And I feel like Trump is that. I'm gonna be real. I feel like Trump is that.
Yeah,
Trump was control opposition from the beginning, bro.
Yeah, he's opportunist though. Yeah,
which means he's control opposition.
Yeah, that's whoever got the big bag.
Yeah. Opportunists are usually control opposition for sure. Mm-hmm. I don't care, y'all Trump lovers. I know, F you. We love Trump. I don't care. He's control opposition.
Right.
You know him by their fruits.
Yeah, and what did he do for you? Like, for y'all that do support him, Like, what did he do for you?
None of those presidents did anything for anybody. Trust me, we don't fuck with no Joe Biden or no Kamala or no Obama, no Bush. None of them motherfuckers.
No
All
Clinton,
of them are wicked.
no Reagan, no goddamn Nixon, no
Nobody.
Nixon.
Nobody. The only one that might get it past is JFK.
Yeah,
and there's
JFK.
still suspect shit with them. But then,
Right.
but then I feel like they was more for the American people.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his brother was more for the American people than anybody you see today. That's why they got taken out.
Right. Yep. Yeah, y'all hate this. Let me go ahead and give y'all some equal opportunity real quick.
Yep. Gotta show them that. Yeah, we ain't on none of them other motherfucker sides neither. There we go.
Give y'all some equal opportunity out here. Give y'all some equality.
Man, make sure y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna stream. Yeah, we're gonna stream the Les Wexner deposition too right after this. So y'all want to subscribe and stick around. Y'all just subscribe to the channel and click on your notifications.
Damn, it's only
We had 300. We had 332 likes. Y'all can get the likes up too.
Get that shit up.
Yeah, make sure y'all double tap your screen, like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications. It's privy that you turn on your notifications so you can know when we go live.
Yes.
Your YouTube be on some nut shit.
Yes.
So
this is sponsored by nightandayherbals.com. We do have a herbal site website where we sell herbal products that are all natural. There's no chemical, like no synthetic chemicals or nothing. We don't use any of that. We got hair care products, skin care products. We got CBD. Yeah, I mean, we got all types of stuff on there for health. So make sure y'all check that out. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. It's also going to be in the description of this video. You can also get to the website with that QR code that's posted on the screen. If you're watching this on a television set, all you got to do is just scan the QR code and it'll take you directly to the website. And from there, you can sign up to the email list. You'll get a discount. You also get birthday discounts and all that if you join our newsletter. By signing up to the email list, it'll pop up as soon as you go on there. We've been in business for 7 years now. We damn near 5 stars on Google. We sell high quality herbal products.
Yeah, look at this retard. Night Day Herb was probably late. Who would lace anything with fentanyl and Trink?
Oh, get them out of here forever.
You sound stupid as shit.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here forever for saying that, because that's serious stuff. We don't mess around with that stuff.
It's really retarded. Haters.
Get them out of here forever for saying
that's what you call a hater.
That's crossing the line, because that's not even funny. That's not even a joke.
All right, haters.
That stuff has killed a lot of people in this country and in the world. That's another terrorist attack, another chemical warfare that they waged on us. Is that fentanyl shit? That's chemical warfare. We don't make jokes like that in here.
Exactly.
That wasn't funny at all.
Right. All right. That's crazy. But yeah, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. We definitely appreciate y'all who super chatted us, gift us. You know what I mean?
And those of y'all who's going to support and buy from the shop.
Yeah, support the shop.
High quality product.
I mean, stay tuned to what we doing. We're definitely going to keep bringing the information. So we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, man.
Oh, for those of y'all who just subscribed, make sure y'all click the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live.
Right.
When we post videos.
Right. Yeah, get you some soap, man. Get you some body oils. Get you some soap. All that's natural herbal soaps. It's good for your skin. You ain't got to worry about breaking out, or you ain't got to worry about chemicals and all that. It's all straight herbal soaps. So yeah, go over there and get you some herbal soaps.
NightandDayHerbals.com.
NightandDayHerbals.com. You'll see it up there across the screen at the top, floating across the screen. Got the QR code. You got the description of this video. We got hoodies on there too. So if y'all want to buy hoodies and stuff, we got hoodies on there as well. For y'all that want to buy some hoodies, and you know what I mean, we got some good hoodies on there as well. So
yeah, we've been doing that for 7 years now. We 5 stars on Google. You can look us up, NightandDayHerbals.com
or Night and Day Network LLC. You'll see.
Yeah, you can look under any of those names. Night and Day Network LLC, Night and Day Herbals.
All right.
Night and Day anything. Just Night and Day Network, period. We should pop up.
On everything.
On everything, yeah.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
Right. We also got Night and Day Cartoons as ours too. Night and Day Cartoons. Night and Day Network LLC is ours. We just hit 100. Thank y'all for getting us to 100K on this channel. Night and Day.
Yeah.
We had 100K, y'all. We be getting these. Y'all see, we've been getting the numbers. We've been getting the views. We want to thank y'all. Y'all love that we'll be talking this real shit, and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, got it to 100K. Got us to 100K subscribers, y'all. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so we got our so go check out our Night and Day Cartoon channel or Night and Day True. We got a crime channel too. We post content about crimes and stuff that's going on in the past, present, and probably the future.
Right.
So that's Night and Day True Crimes. That's Night and Day Cartoon Network. That's Night and Day Network LLC. This is Night and Day Talk Media.
Yep.
And we're Night and Day Network LLC on Instagram. We Night and Day Network LLC on Facebook. And we Night and Day Network LLC on TikTok. And we also Night and Day Network LLC on Rumble.com. For those of you who have Rumble. So that's all of our platforms. Well, not technically our platforms. You know, it ain't your platform unless you own it.
Yeah, check us out.
These motherfucking social media, they let you know that real fast when they start banning you and throwing you in cyber jail and all that shit.
Cyber jail.
Right. Hey, you can't go live. You can't do this. You violated community this and community that. But man, shout out to y'all who've been supporting us, man. We definitely been bringing y'all this information, and we about to stream. What we about to stream? What's his name?
Les Wexner, like
Les Wexner.
You know, Epstein Association affiliate, Epstein affiliate, Lex Wexner.
We about to stream that when we get off of here, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that tonight.
Yeah. Subscribe, stay tuned.
Click your notification on.
Yes, indeed.
So is there anything else?
I guess that's it, man. We'll see y'all on the next stream in about an hour or so. Hour or two or so.
Yeah.
What time is it, man?
6:24.
Yeah, about like maybe 7:30. Y'all just keep y'all notifications on and look out for it. All right. And on that note, we're gonna catch y'all on the next live stream. All right. Peace.
All right now. Peace.
Introducing the Night and Day Self-Care Collection. Pure herbal soap and body oil, crafted from high-quality natural ingredients. NightandDayHerbals.com.
Self-care starts here. Pure herbal soap, luxury body oil, high-quality natural ingredients. Shop the Self-Care Collection now at NightandDayHerbals.com.